guy.
Yeah, I love this team. I love VP, yeah.
I like the scarves as well. A little bit warm here for those, but worthwhile to take home with you.
Let's get one. Let's see if we can get you one, Sam. I'll speak to the fan group, see if we can take you one home.
Scarves from fans.
Just lean over right now, Henry. I do like how orange their jerseys are. I think that's a positive I can say about VP as well.
That's great. And that's the kind of analysis you can expect to hear from Dinko as we get into the first map here. It is going to be Mouz versus VP. Game of the day, so they say, as we will see a T-sided start for VP. And it's going to be P250 for Flit. Dinko's favorite player.
I think he's like my second favorite. I'd say Fame. I'll take Fame over Flit.
Okay, fair enough.
We got Smoke Flash for Electronic. And VP taking the time. No surprises there. Going to be marching their way up through middle. And here they go into the top fight. It's Torzi to try and take them out with the USP in hand. And they're just going to be charging him down as the arches are his domain to try and defend. He's got Exertion with him. The Joe Beretta is just mowing it down. Exertion with 4 kills, shutting down Virtus.pro, and the pistol comfortably in favor of Mouz.
Well, that's beautiful stuff, isn't it? You can't ask for much more than that. 4 kills with the Julies. They're a bit of a mainstay of CS these days. A weapon that was barely used in 1.6 or Source. I don't think it was ever purchased at professional level, but now the Julies you'll see in almost every pistol. Can Flit do anything about this? I doubt it, considering the bomb's down in towards Arch, and he's in a 1 versus 4 now, but every kill will bring him $300, so we'll see if he can get a bit closer. Xerxes wants that ace, and I don't blame him.
I should be going for it. He's not too far off of the opportunity as well. Flit just on the other side of the CT smoke. Exertion biding his time. And he's talking about the collapse.
Let him have it,
grand finals. And, well, Mouz, as you mentioned earlier, Henry, the really interesting point of the competition is now Spirit's gone, right?
Yeah.
Vitality got pushed to the brink by Team Liquid. If you're Mouz, you start feeling like, okay, this could be the one.
It has to be. At this stage, if you can make it to grand finals consistently and you always lose to the same team, they've now been removed for you. Open runway at this point, and we'll see whether they can keep this going. Lovely round from Xerxes. Did see a couple of kills for VP in the end. Managed to farm himself $600 there, but we'll see if there's a force buy coming through. Apparently not. We are going to see Glocks, and Adam, you know they're going to be milking this one out. They're going to be taking their sweet time.
Yeah.
They're going to make
Every
sure
drop
that they use every second there. Massive grenade, that will slow them down. As we do see banana control obtained, Brolan getting himself tucked in towards the barrels.
Well, Mouz versus Virtus.pro is also on the same side of the bracket as G2 Falcons. So the winner of this matchup will play the winner of G2 Falcons. Whatever way you look at it, you know, we talk about Mouz thinking they can win this tournament. Got to feel like there's a good chance of Spirit gone. The team that they could play in the next bracket is Falcons, right? Then you have another issue ahead of you. So it'll be quite a tough run coming out of this side. So that game goes down. That's over on the A stream. I believe, a Sponge and Machine. You're right, Henry, taking their time, the sweet old time as they walk up middle. The MP9 ready to just crossfire them with the rifles. Torzi making the money. They'll get the AWP out pretty early on in this game, you would imagine, because of that. Nice and quick in the end. Only losing one player for Mouz as a 2-0 lead.
Well, there we have it. The AKs come out next. It's where the game really begins at this point. We'll set the tone. We'll see what direction we're heading in, what kind of game plan VP have in store for us. T-side of Inferno, many ways to approach it. A lot of teams favor the banana take at the start of the round, push the CTs back, remove their vision, then go for some mid control, then execute at either bomb site. Torji flying the bottom of mid smoke. Oh, he's actually done on the bottom of banana here. So, suggests they might be going for a bit of a retake. Let's have a look. They send 3 players over towards B at the start to drop off some utility. It's going to be Torji, one of my favorite AWPers in the game right now. I think he's the full package. Difficult to poke any holes in his game whatsoever. Similar story for Xerxes. When he's on, he is red hot. He's like a battering ram on the T side, especially on Inferno. Watch out for Xerxes.
Yeah, a real threat. All right, VP, let's see if they can get the ball rolling early on here with an early T-round victory. Smoke's going to go out towards long. Brolin's playing in front of the smoke, so that crossfire is maintained between him and Yimpat. Going to work out pretty well for the Finn. Spink stepping out into Electronic. Icy doing a great job of getting 2 kills back and keeping Virtus.pro in this round with 55 seconds left.
Here we go. Perfecto, what have you got for us? 50 seconds and the bomb's heading towards B. Perfecto's trying to keep 2 players on this side of the map if possible. Ro16 considering his options as well. Starts sneaking away towards CT spawn. In terms of the execution potential, Icy has a smoke, flip with the Molotov. And we have got the bomb on this side of the map here. Ro16's actually vacated the B bomb site entirely. Surely he knows that VP can be quite slippery. And there's a smoke towards CT spawn, realizing he may be vacated a little bit too early. They've got some open runway here. Molotov towards new boxes. And that's all he really can do. Good damage. A few body shots to Icy. Now could have been the bomb down. Oh, he's going to get it. He's going to get it. Oh, it's
so close to it, though.
1 HP, dude.
Yeah, just about getting away with that there. Icy is going to dive down into the pool. Here comes the retake attempt. There's a long way off here for Spinks. He's still over at A. So just having a look around here.
He's got to get his skates on here.
And he's got to really run all the way up through Banana. Insertion getting flashed around the corner of the coffins set up by Torzy to move forward. They don't really have the greatest amount of utility because Spinks is the man carrying it. He's all the way down Banana. Oh, this is a very weak.
It's all gone wrong.
Yeah, this retake can't happen. It's already done. Time's already gone. Seems a little half in, half out here from Mouz. Committed with the AWP. At least Torzy farming kills at the end, but the AWP will go down, including all Virtus.pro players. So first round picked up here for VP.
Well, there we have it. It was looking so good there for Mouz, but unfortunately, the fake from Perfecto went swimmingly. He manages to keep 2 players over there and even tempts Ro16 out of the B bomb site, give them open runway, safe passage in towards the B site. He was so close to denying the plant as well. 1 HP is what separates them, and it will be VP on the board quite early here. So no landslide start. Electronics still not happy, but we'll take it. It was a bit of a bonus round, bear in mind, for Mouz.
Yeah.
So money's still okay. They managed to save a couple of weapons.
Yeah, just a bit frustrating that they have the AWP so committed to a retake that was never happening. Obviously, Torzy's going to have to go right down to that Galil. So as long as Virtus.pro can keep that AWP out of his hands for a while, give themselves the best shot at building a T side up here. They'll get rid of the money of Mouz if they win this, and very likely to take the lead because of that. Spinks getting spammed through the smokes, utility coming in towards him. Just gonna have to tuck himself in that cubby.
Oh, they've got a lot of space though towards middle. He's getting some backup now though. Flashbang going towards the arches will allow Spinks to swing. One spotted now, Spinks will come out. Oh, it's not clean, but he takes 1. He would have liked a lot more out of that. And here comes Boulevard, probably going to be traded as well, but he's done very well to get 2 and stays alive. 27 points of health. Flashbang towards Quad, trying to fend them off here. It's a 4 versus 2. Perfecto and Flit with 30 seconds. Going to slowly creep their way through Quad. All we have to do is find 1 kill here in the crossfire, and it's a done deal.
I'll try and separate that crossfire with a smoke. It's a good idea here for Perfecto. Try and isolate the player in the site. It's the exact play that was required, but doesn't matter. VP gets swept up, and it is now 3-1. Important round for Mouz to stabilize in. If they had lost that, money was gone, and VP were very likely to take the lead.
Well, there we have it. Well handled. Good crossfires in general. Good bait and switch set up towards the arch side. Brolan getting that double kill was absolutely everything. Didn't even need the headshots. He was so well positioned, so well timed with his peak. Couple of body spray downs, gets the job done. And the loss bonus was only at the second stage. It was $1,900 per player, as you can see. They'll have to operate with just Glocks and Deagles, and you know what that means. Tuck yourself in. Maybe go to the bathroom on this one. This is going to be one of those rounds where we're just going to have to talk about. Do you like the color of Mouz's jerseys?
Nah, not really.
No, not really.
It's a bit too white, really. Like,
yeah.
You know, the
orange,
red ones. The orange pops off.
Okay.
Pops off the screen.
Yeah, orange is a difficult color to pull off.
No
one really looks good in orange, I'll be honest.
No, you walk around, you know. The Dutch football team look all right in orange.
It's like, I mean, like construction workers look good in it, I suppose. That's the only
true.
people I can think of that wear orange.
You need a good suntan. That's more of the jersey analysis brought to you today.
By the B stream. More of that to come, I'm sure. But they're actually grouping up together before we hit the 1 minute mark. This is unprecedented. in we go.
New ground being broken right here. Icy and Fame about to round the corner, and Spinks is waiting in the cubby. He loves this little cubby.
I told you to take the aggro. Spinks hasn't been super clean with it so far.
Nope. Just warming up. Just getting started. Ooh. And Torzy keeps it effective. He's 9-1.
I think he even knows that spray is getting a little bit out of control for Spinks and Torzy there, but it's all good just against the Glocks.
Bringing the energy to the server this morning, Torzy.
He is a good vibe guy. He always seems to be.
Doesn't really seem to be one of those on VP.
No. Okay, I'll give you that. Maybe Perfecto, I would say.
Maybe.
Probably at the top end.
No, but I mean, it is a very different sort of personality of both the squads.
Yeah.
And not every player kind of fits into that, and that's a big
Look
reason.
at those smiles.
As to why Flamus was saying he didn't feel like he was able to perform in the team too.
I guess we should have mentioned Flamus at the desk before. Like, one of the most promising talents we have in Counter-Strike right now. When he was on Game of Legion, everyone was so hyped for him. He was an absolute animal.
Yeah.
And then VP somehow don't get the most out of him.
Well,
like,
they don't put him in his roles, right? He wasn't getting to play any of the roles he was
so
playing.
He's so good. Like,
well, now he's not
position.
going to play Counter-Strike, Henry. So that's
now he's just on the bench.
Now he's forever on the bench. Very big bio, apparently. So.
And that's it.
And that's it. Flamus had 1 year. Poor guy.
He had a good time.
We'll see him again when he's 25 years old.
He got like, what, like 2 months in VP and was like, you know what, you're done. Surely like loan him out or something though. Like,
Flamus,
sure, I don't even like people do loans that much anymore in CS, but that seems the most logical way to do it.
Imagine if he held out, maybe a Spirit job comes in, you know, like a couple of different possibilities floating around for him. But right now, VP back to somewhat of a buy. They've got 4 Galils and a Tech 9. Torzy's back in the AWP. He'll be happy about that. Looking to try and get 10 kills.
Everyone looks a little bit cold right now.
In Riyadh.
Yeah, it's there somehow with 44 degrees outside. Everyone's looking a little bit cold. But as I said, it's the first game in the tournament for these guys. And we've got a pretty weird buy here. They've gone all in pretty much, but it's Galils across the board here. So the firepower is lacking. We know the skill is there for VP. 25 seconds. What's the next play? They've still got a smoke. They've got a Molotov, but no flash, or one flash to try and dislodge Torzy at him. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. The Molotov does quite nicely, though.
Well, into the open he will go. Electronic going to go down, and then the missed shot from Torzy. So Exertion and Torzy both gone. That B-bomb site's completely under wraps. 2 Galils and a Tech 9. And now an AWP available in the hands of Virtus.pro. Perfecto continues to fight on. And that B-bomb site might be effective enough right now to consider Mouz just backing off, and that's the call they've made. They're not even going to go for it.
So they only had 1 flash, but the Molotov towards Emo, that is spectacular. That actually does save the day. Torzy has to run into his teammate, and at that stage it all starts to fall apart very quickly. They would have liked to have got a bit more out of that. It was just Galils. They were ready. They were positioned for the B execute. Only a couple of kills found. Flit taking down the 3. Second round on the board, though, for VP. They actually played that very well. Going through the flow chart as mentioned, getting that mid-control first, taking that vision away back towards Banana. Basic execution into smoke and spawn and the Molotov. And it all works out quite nicely. You see, like, that's the pressure they're feeling. And then it was a little bit messy for the CTs. Couldn't find their footing. Needed that. VP get a huge cash injection. IC back on the AWP, or maybe for the first time. Flit's going to be Molotoving towards the car.
The great thing is he didn't even have to buy it, right? Because it picked it up off Torzy.
Yeah, right.
Nice Torzy gets to play with it again here.
He's 10-2.
Beauty of the save. He's just going to be waiting up in the apartments this time. He's going to get an opportunity, but they're going to double peek him, so it's smart to isolate. Oh my god, the timing. Nearly gets back to the flick. Nearly gets back to it. A leap up in towards top middle for Virtus.pro. They've taken over the brackets. They've taken over short. If they want to round this corner, Torzy is repositioned to watch for that short push. Exertion just waiting for information. And spot a little bit of flip. And Greg goes deep right onto Electronic's backside. Not going to be too happy about that. Passive setup in the A-bomb site right now for Mouz. And passive on B as well. Exertion's
they
utility
are
is going to
getting
start running
pulled around the
dry.
map. VP are actually doing a very good job. Look at it. We've got 4 CTs rotating over towards B.
And you see Torzy realizes he can't just sit back, and then he takes the risk to go into the open. He gets punished for the peek into Icy.
Getting a little bit out of hand.
Safe call.
Spinks, who's looked quite flat so far, he's going to have a lot on his plate. Smokes down towards Arch and indeed the library.
If Spinks doesn't go huge here, Henry, it has to be a safe call.
He needs 3 kills.
It has to be a save if Spinks doesn't deliver here, and he's going to go down without anything. So save on the B-bomb site. Try and get away for Brolin here. Even then, he's very committed to it. So it is just a 2-man save on the B-bomb site. And you're absolutely right. It looks like Mouz have come in very cold to start this.
Yeah, the individual prowess not really there. We're not seeing any massive highlights or individual moments going on. The crossfires look good. They're normally quite well positioned, but the fakes from VP and the slow-paced gameplay that you might expect is pulling them all around the map. Xerxes and Jimfap, no choice but to save again. Money running rather thin. I dare say we'll see a tactical timeout in the next round. I feel like the coach will be a little bit worried about what he's seeing here. Over rotations with lack of information. No one's really hitting their shots as of yet. They want a nice pistol, give them that. The VP with 5 players alive suggests they played a perfect round there. This one's heating up. Round of break coming up next. You see the VP fans have turned up. Support the boys in person. You can see he's had no intel. No one really knew what was going on. Torgy had to take matters into his own hands and take a peek. Doesn't work out, and it's a bit of an eco now. They did save 2 rifles, but they're not going to invest around it. Just a couple of upgraded pistols, no Kevlar. The Spinks and Torgy, Broadland full eco. He'll probably have to drop the orb going forward. He's got $4,000, so he's looking to drop the orb next round.
Well, CT cross smoke comes out. Xerxes going to be held in behind it. At least his smoke is going to block out VP for the time being. Forcing to hit the pause button, but there's no commitment being set up just yet for VP. They have to go back and get that bomb. And now Fame has done that. They can get into Banana, and once again looking for the B finish. And it's another story where it really has to be Exertion going above and beyond to an unbelievable level to even think about a chance here for Mouz. As the 4-man stack towards the A-bomb site, and Exertion has just been re-smoked. So, yeah, not too much to be done here, sadly, for Exertion. Virtus.pro should be marching into the B-bomb site without too much issue.
Yeah, you might be onto something there.
There's the plant down on the coffin, so securing it. And right now, well, Mouz have actually rotated those 4 A players over quite quickly. Hanging around, seeing what they can do. There's nothing really of value if they don't get these M4s out of there. And unfortunately for Mouz, they've lost one of them.
Will be scooped up by Spinks, though.
Yeah, he's backing away. And Torzy might be able to grab an exit here with a 5-7 at bottom Banana. Electronic now arriving to fight him. AWP would be good too. Let's see what he can do with it. Oof. Unfortunately, nothing. Tied game, Henry.
Yeah, Mouz. I would say take that tactical timeout. Something's not quite right with them.
I've had the AWP in Torzy's hands a number of times. He hasn't really done anything with the AWP yet. He has 10 kills, sure, but a lot of that was the big eco multi-kills he got towards top mid, right? And so when he's had the AWP out, I think he's maybe had 1 or 2 kills with it. Hasn't been anything special. Hasn't been a big sequence yet from the AWP. And Cyclone absolutely not happy with how the squad are performing right now. And a lot of weird rotations. A lot of their stacks haven't worked out.
No.
VP are kind of playing them across the map right now.
I think activating Torgy, let's get him a bit more mobile. He's been playing a pretty standard game so far. He's gone to the apartments once, didn't work out. I'd say let's try and get him established at Banana maybe. We need a bit more intel at the start of the round because it seems like they're getting ran over by these fakes and slow rounds that are coming through. Well handled once again from VP. Perfecto, nice little double spray down in towards spawn. Electronic finding the remaining eco players in towards T steps. Coming to life now. Vibes starting to pick up over VP. So, important gun round here. Mouz, the absolute favorites coming into this bout. Bear in mind, if you're just joining us and not aware of the format, single elimination is the first game for both of these teams. Lose this one, and you are donezo.
And we've already seen some big organizations drop out of the EWC so far. Na'Vi, the reigning champions, out on day one. Team Spirit, one of the favorites for the whole event, knocked out yesterday by Heroic.
Oh, the double nade. This is actually quite cool.
And Flash ready to go as well. And Exertion, blinded by it. Look at Flick. The contact explodes on him. Needed Brolin to be ready, and he certainly was, but he gets traded out, so it's all on Exertion again. Oh my god, the quick switch to the utility. He would have had that kill on Fame, but now he's just getting blasted. And that AWP rips him apart, so a bit of a nightmare around there from Exertion.
You know, your teammate's already gone down. You know they're coming in, and you've decided to pull out the nade. Like, it's too late for that. You put out a smoke. Like, it's way too late for that. You need to have gun out, be ready. Your teammate's already been dropped. You know they're coming in. What a change of pace as well, VP. Credit where it's due. They've been playing a very slow, methodical game, and now they've gone for a straight contact play in towards the B side just when they've taken the tactical timeout. Great time to change things up. When they're adjusting to what you're presenting, you present a different game plan completely.
I think they've been very unpredictable. I think that's something that Mouz just can't really get a grip on, is where are VP trying to finish? Where are they going?
Yeah.
They've called these gamble stacks, they've called these rotations, but VP have been completely outplaying them.
That's a really nice call from Electronic. Because they've taken the tactical timeout. You know you've made them uncomfortable, and they're desperately clutching at straws, trying to work out how they can adjust. And you throw something completely different in their direction. A contact play with barely any utility, and they fumbled it again. Like, I feel like if they had just had gun out, they would have been absolutely fine. They were going for that double nade setup. They cancelled it. A player went down, and Zershin doesn't even get a bullet off. He's called. They're coming in, and he's hoping to get a smoke out. Like, I get it, but sometimes better just to have the rifle and at least do some damage. 5-4. VP running away with this first half. They'll save weapons again. The orb will still be in play.
Hasn't done anything yet, though. At least Mouz had that decent start to the game where they got that buffer of rounds. Otherwise, this could be extremely one-sided. The B bomb site's been an exceptional weakness. So put 3 players there now. Spinks and Exertion getting unleashed with a flash of Brolin. They realize a little bit of a fight needing to be brought to Banana. And Mouz will come out on top of it. Torres' job is to hold down short and make sure this is locked up.
Okay. Dictating some of the play now. Mouz actually get the opening pick, push them back at Banana, forcing their hand in towards middle. Next shot will be between the Orpers, Icy and Torji. Get ready to lock horns here. Smoke expires towards the arch side. Jimfa hasn't even seen any action yet. He's 1-1.
Yeah, it's true. I did notice that last round. I'm just like, what has he been doing? Just like,
we haven't said his name once.
Sitting in the corner, hanging out.
Yeah,
just observing.
And it has just been the B's bomb site over and over again. And it might be once more. 30 seconds remaining though, Dinko.
All right, VP sticking to the guns, looking to try and break down this B defense again.
And then presumably coffin smoke, and it's going to flash in and go for it. Zershin got the opening kill here. Can they close this one out? The B site has been a massive problem.
No utility for the CTs. It has to just be bullets and Exertion. Great work. Getting another one at least on the Electronic. Now it's time to set Spinks up, and they haven't checked for him. They're just going to commit straight away to the bomb plant due to the limited time. And because of that, it's a cleanup from Mouz. So they start with 3 players at B, actually bring a fight to Banana, get the opening pick and drop back, and much better for Mouz.
Yeah. Like to see that. Taking that early duel, flashed over, Zershin manages to get the opener, and then at that stage, they've got the man advantage, locked them out as long as possible. 10 seconds remaining when they finally commit towards the bomb site. Had to go for the plant, overlooking the player towards the second oranges. And we do tie things up, 5-5. Technical pause for now. Money's still decent, to say the very least, for VP. But definitely a slow start. It's been a similar story for a lot of teams at EWC. Can you give us an A-stream update?
Yeah, so it was a 3-0 start for Falcons. Monacy and Kisuke doing pretty well in those early rounds. Coming back into it, our G2 though, once the guns have come out, and they are now at least crawled 3 rounds back, but Falcons starting to extend back into the lead again, 5-3 currently.
Wow. That is, I know this is the game of the day, obviously, VP Mouz, but
for the B stream.
Yeah, G2 Falcons, that is one of the good games of the day. Hunter versus Nico. Sampayas versus Monacy, obviously.
Well, the cool thing is as well, it's like Sampai's used to be the Falcons offer too.
Exactly.
There's like so many cool storylines across that whole thing. So currently a 5-3 lead for Falcons. Close enough game kicking off over there on the A stream. If you're interested in following that, you can head over to EWC's main stream. You'll be with Sponge and Machine. This little gaming sleeve, Henry. Have you ever used one?
No. I think maybe I would benefit from that. I'm such a low sends user, but also, I don't know. It looks like I think I'd find it uncomfortable. I get very hot and sweaty anyway.
You're just drowning in it.
Yeah.
On the pad.
I think I just have a wet arm.
Well, Finn standing behind the squad of VP. They've had a bit of a turbulent time with not only the roster, but the coaching department as well. Got the VP fans out. There's the lovely Scars we were talking about earlier today. But they've had a lot of issues in terms of finding a coaching solution. Dastan was with them for so long, but they realized that it was time to end the JAME era. And with that, Dastan obviously went first, then JAME a few months later. But since then, they've went through multiple coaches. They had Pashnoi, they had Zoma. They realized it just really wasn't working. So Finn's come in. He was the coach for the old Gambit youngsters team before they turned into the Gambit main teams, the likes of Axel, Shiro, Nafni, that whole squad. So he's got experience with a good team, and he's got the coaching spot. Seems to be a little bit more stable for the time being for VP. We'll see how long he sticks around.
Deep middle smoke suggests we might see a bit of action towards second middle. And I think we will. We've got two players going towards the boiler. Here we go, Dinko. Bit of action, and, well, it hasn't really worked out.
No, that's a risky run. And now Yimpad's died twice.
Yeah, true. That's his second time he's seen someone. It hasn't worked out well. So in towards B they go. This is a bit of a gimme now.
B bomb site. Good luck, Xertion. I mean, he's had to deal with this all half long. Just VP coming at him with numbers. He's been here alone so many times, and Brolin's a decent amount off over towards CT spawn, but Xertion's done well here. Yeah, certainly a chance. But the plant's in, and VP have marched into the bomb site.
Very difficult to pull this one off.
Oh, they fumbled the boost as well.
Last round next anyway. They've got enough money to buy. Might as well go for it. Not going to work out, but give it a go.
I mean, they fumbled the boost as well, Henry.
I think at this point, save the AKs.
Make the sound cues. I mean, you're at a 4v3. The boost can be a great way of pulling that back to a 3v3. You have Torsi coming up banana. Maybe there's a world opens up there, but just a lot of little misfires from Mouz today. Sticking around. I'm going to bring everybody down for VP. They're doing a decent job at that, at least. All the headshots come in right at the end. The only survivor is Flit. He managed to just take everybody down here. And Flit runs out of bullets. And just about getting away into the next round is Brolin.
Although we have it. They'll take at least one AK into the final rounds here on the CT side. That aggressive maneuver down towards second middle. You can see it coming. Smoke down bottom of middle. They try to flash over, but not very effective. Double kill comes in. The round was pretty much cooked before it even got going. Those kills don't really mean much, I'm afraid, for Brolan. He gets 3 at the end. Nice for him, I suppose. Torchy's been on 10 and 5, it feels like, for about 5 rounds at this point.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, great start. Extremely slow finish to this first half. Virtus.pro looking for a 7. Oh, good trade from Fame at least. Looking a little bit silly on Electronics end, but here goes Torsi, starting to light up the scoreboard now. There's a shot into the apartments, gets caught by Fame, shut down as the Rifles now go 3 versus 3. The plank coming in for Virtus.pro. They look to round out this half with a 2-round lead.
Yeah, it's looking very promising, but a 3-on-3 still. Flit tucked away in towards top of middle. The retake will be extremely difficult again, especially with a second smoke going down towards Moto. They have a flash, they have an HE, they can pop it open, but it's going to be a very difficult round to pull off here. Time is of the essence and wants to play. Popping that smoke, and off we go.
Around the back is Flit. Distracted is Spinks. Down are Brolin and Exertion as Fame rounds out a double for a 7-5 lead for Virtus.pro, currently leading the way over Mouz. Mouz have started their Esports World Cup campaign very slow indeed. We've got Virtus.pro leading the way on Inferno. 7-5 as they head into the second half here, Henry.
Yeah.
It does feel like there's a great chance now for Virtus.pro to run away with Inferno.
I think so. It looks like Mouz are very flat indeed. The individuals aren't really hitting their shots. They're getting caught with their nades out. They're being pulled around the map left and right. We've seen a lot of slow starts here at EWC. This one is no different. To be fair to VP, though, they've played a very good game, a solid, slow, methodical one, as you might expect, hitting their shots especially. We had a great sequence there from Fame to close things out in the previous half, but we'll see whether the pistol will find some success here as we got Flit opening things up. So the answer seems to be yes. Xerxian down early. Smoked off towards top and middle, but they're going to flash through and try and make their way towards Arch. It's going to be Spinks taken out. That's a solo maneuver. Not one you love to see.
No, no, no. It's fantastic here for Virtus.pro, though.
They missed a smoke as well. There's one on the roof.
Yep. Well, goes Fame. Joel Beretta's ringing out, and that's the pistol round picked up for VP.
Come on, lads. What is going on? You're trying to smoke Moto, and you're running through smokes one by one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure what to make of that.
I mean, I said this yesterday as we were rounding out today when we were talking about today's matchup. I think Virtus.pro are one of the scariest teams to have in a single elimination bracket at the tournament like this, because their ceiling is so high. Like, we know their floor is low, like, but like, if they just have a good day, if they have a good game, there's so much skill packed in this roster that they can take it. Pretty much anybody down.
Extremely off day for Mouz.
Yeah.
Okay. And force by though. Bit of aggression here from VP. You don't see that every day. You're not going to see a lot of damage received though. Flit and Fame down to about 30 points of health. Prolan down to 17. Going to pump the brakes.
All right, things get a lot harder now for Mouz. It's based on how slow this round has started. It's going to be pretty difficult for them to get into a winning position with Tech-9s and Deagles, but we'll wait and see if an opportunity presents itself. But if they do lose this force buy, they're going to have to pull this comeback in a really difficult fashion. They're going to have to win it all on gun rounds. You don't get that pistol round in the buffer off the back of the second round conversion. You have to win this the hard way. And by the time those rifles come out, if they do lose this, we're looking at 10 rounds on the board already for VP. It's got to be pretty much perfect from that point onwards for Mouz. Virtus.pro have a great opportunity here to bring this into Mirage with a map under their belt already. Reminder, take a look at the top left of your screen if you want that veto. Inferno picked by VP, Mirage picked by Mouz, and if we need it, Overpass is waiting in the wings as a third.
Does the Moto smoke land? Yes, it
yes,
does.
there we go, Henry. They nailed it. They can't miss it twice. Perfecto is going to do a great job from the pit here. The protector of the pit, Perfecto. Double kill and Fame alongside of him. It's a shutdown as Mouz force buy comes to a crumbling halt. Not a single kill coming in. Damn close with 2 HP left on Fame, but not a single kill for Mouz. That's a disappointing force.
Yeah, and they got a couple of dinks at the start as well. Not a single frag found. This is non-starter so far for Mouz.
Psycho is starting to get a little bit worried. You imagine standing behind the team. Noting a few things down here, but massive turnaround required. I'm not going to have money for the next because of the force buy here. So, as I was mentioning, Virtus.pro going to be up to 10 rounds by the time we see a buyback for Mouz.
All right. Mouz, I don't think there's much you can do here. No Kevlar, no Xerxian. Like I said, the battering ram, he'll be trying his luck towards Banana time and time again here on Inferno. Sometimes it goes very well. Sometimes it gets blown out the water.
I'm glad I brought up Fame and Flit to start the day as well about the shining beacons of Virtus.pro, because look at their performances right now. 12-7 on Fame, Flit 11-7. Obviously, Perfecto's had a big round there from the pit in the previous round that's boosted his score up, but there's two players very consistent for VP. Spinks going to go down. And it is the 10 rounds for VP. All right, buy-in now for Mouz. They have to turn this game around completely right now. They need to go on a streak of round victories, shrink this gap as quickly as possible. But Henry, I'll be honest, I haven't seen any world in which that even looks possible right now. Yimpat's been basically off the server.
Yeah, it's one of the weakest Mouz performances I've seen. Just across the board, CT and T side. Something seems completely off. Individually and in terms of cohesion and synergy, it's all falling apart. The pistol round was abysmal. Cyclone, it's going to have to be one hell of a speed check. Down but not out though. Still time. Not much to report in this particular round. They were just PT50, no armor. But the last chance saloon is soon with us. What have they got up their sleeve? What is going to be the remedy to this predicament they found themselves in? 5 players. Oh, they got Molotovs to the top middle and Boiler Room. And an opening kill. There's Zershan, but the problem was he took so much damage in the flames there. The HE will find him.
Big swing into the banana fight. It's going to be Flick coming out on top of it. Brolin removed. Flick to fall. And a 3v3 established. Mouz need to collect this one. They have a lot of time, so they can hit they can just pause. Slow down. The bomb's all the way back in the T-stars. Currently a 2-1 setup here for Virtus.pro. 2 towards Archers on A. And leaving Fame to lock down the B-bomb site alone.
Plenty of time. Enough resources to make this work. 3 players top and middle right now, all heading towards the quad side. Oh, picking one away. It's Spinks, removed once again, flashing towards the quad side. Got a smoke to protect himself. Buys some time, applies the pressure. They need to make the next move now. 50 seconds.
Perfecto, ready to peek into the open. It's going to be 1 extra kill for him. Electronic, not even required. It's going to be Fame to come in with that final headshot. And it's VP taking victory in a crucial round when they know how much this one means to the outcome of this game, to the opening of this series. Virtus.pro may have just done enough to round out Inferno.
Well, well, well. Difficult round once again, no bomb planted. Riding the coattails of the lost bonus at this stage, you will have a half buy at the very least. Doesn't inspire much hope though. Looking down the barrel of map point here. They won the pistol in the first half and it feels like that's really all they got done. Zershan, there it is, trying to make it happen. It's Banana.
Desperation now for Mouz. 12 rounds looming here for Virtus.pro.
One by one they come through.
Done in easy fashion as well. As they try and just send bodies at the problem. They're going to have to run into Fame, who's been lights out so far. He's just shutting them down again. Off the first oranges. He'll fall. Electronic suddenly goes down to Yimpat. And it comes down to a retake scenario here for VP. It was looking much easier than it actually turned out to be here on this B-bomb site.
They both head towards the banana side.
They both got mollies too.
True, but there is a smoke available for Perfecto, so whether he smokes the bomb or smokes in towards banana itself. Both would be problematic. We'll see what they go for. Flash over the top. Perfecto to try and open things up.
Back turn to banana completely. So that's free. And that's the utility gone, and that's IC, who is not able to do much. So that VP, that should have been 12. That absolutely should have been 12. So great work from Spinks and Yimpat being able to pull this one back.
Needed that.
Nice, he's going to get out of there. Save the AWP. At least that's something going for VP in the next round here. They've got a lot of money around it too, so they can buy again. Seems like VP are ready to grab 12 at any point. So Mouz, like I said, having to do it in nightmare mode on this comeback.
Mouz try their luck towards banana once again. Setting in Zershan, this time more successful with the campaign. Has top banana control. Grenade's going to hurt though. It's going to sting. Takes it down to 75. Retake utility could be deployed here. Just going to throw the incendiary in the corner for now. Got a flash and peek with it. Oh, it's a beautiful play.
No, no, no. Disappointing for Exertion. He's going to have to sit back and watch the screens of his 4 remaining teammates as they try and prevent Virtus.pro from grabbing 12 rounds off the back of that opening advantage.
What's the next move here? Smoke down towards the arch side. And indeed, Moto suggests a quad play. Electronic to deal with. Hasn't been lining up the scoreboard. He's 5 and 10 currently. It's going to be Icy to beat him to the punch. Perfecto at the apartments as well. This will be incredibly difficult for Mouz to break through at this stage. And no one's going to be hitting their shots. Torchy will find 1, but he's the last player remaining. 22 points of health, 4 versus 1. Needs to save his AWP.
And 1 HP. So he's going to get out of there. 12 rounds for Virtus.pro. Did not expect him. I knew there was a shot at winning Inferno, but to win it in this fashion, Henry, I did not think that was all that likely. This has been brilliant from Virtus.pro. And obviously, very weak from Mouz.
Yeah, a bit of both. I think VP have actually played a very decent game here. They're hitting their shots. Their individuals are turning up, sticking to their guns, their playbook. The fakes have been very good. They've been winning the rounds they should. There's been no massive catastrophes in the VP camp, but Mouz, we cannot say the same thing. Everyone's just looked very slow to get off the mark. Spinks especially, one of the stars of this team. Torgy hasn't really had any real impact with the AWP. Jimmy couldn't get into the game until about the 8th round. They were just getting pulled around the map. Didn't have a good read. Weren't landing the shots, caught nades out constantly as well. And now they need 6 rounds in a row just to get overtime. Money won't be amazing, but considering they won the half buy to get to 6 rounds, there are at least resources available. This is a lovely play. Incendiary on the corner. Flash over the top. They hit a couple of kills, but they're all on exits.
So Virtus.pro currently tied for 4th with Twisted Minds in the club championships. VP also has teams remaining in all of the tournaments, but they must win to be eligible for 1st place. Now, maybe 1st place is unlikely, but still possible. But, you know, you look at VP and they do well in the Counter-Strike. They find themselves jumping up the rankings there as well. And right now, if you take down Mouz, if you show that you can beat Mouz today, who knows, with Spirit out of the picture, Vitality being pushed to the brink by Liquid, who knows what VP might be able to do. Looking to close out Inferno here, 12-6. Torcy's got to play with a Tech 9. There's a Galil in the hands of Spinks.
Yep.
And they've got top banana control. About to round the corner into Icy, and he's not alone. He's got 2 teammates here too. He's got Flit and Fame, both on the B-bomb site.
A dry peek towards CT spawn. Yields nothing. In-game leader now removed.
All right, Spinks, do you clear the cubby? The impact
Surely.
coming with him. They're looking right at it, but can Perfecto win the fights? Yes, he can.
Clear.
Space goes down. The impact
Lazy
the ball
clear.
as well, and that is it. That is what we have. It is going to be Virtus.pro coming out on top of this 13-6 over Mouz, unless Torcy and Exertion somehow have a 2v5 left in them. Mouz have come out slow, they've come out cold, but VP red hot right now as they come into Inferno, as they kick this off, but suddenly 2 kills right back. Another pick from Flit and Electronic to round it out. 13-6 victory for Virtus.pro on Inferno. And Mouz, that has got to wake them up.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the most disappointing Mouz performances I've seen in a long, long time. It seems like they weren't really in the game at any stage. They won the pistol of Exertion. 4-man spray down with Julies. You thought that would be ready for it.
Henry guaranteed us an overpass today. He said Virtus.pro's in the mix.
There you go.
It has to be an overpass.
It was in the veto. It was in the veto.
It was there. It is the decider. But we got to get through Mirage first. So that's what we're waiting to find out how it goes. Obviously, here on the B stream, over on the A stream, G2 and Team Falcons are facing off. Lots of these teams involved in the club championship as well.
Right.
Dinko, we're jumping into game now, so I'll ask you the Virtus.pro question a little later.
Okay, no problem. Looking forward to getting into this one. We've got the pistol round ready to go. T-side for Mouz. We got Virtus.pro on the CT side. Plenty of utility here for Electronic. But look how speedy this is about to be for Mouz. They've got Spinks and Exertion coming out of the ramp, and they're going to meet Fame straight away. It's the dual Berettas. We know how much damage they've been doing in pistol rounds, Henry. He's ready to go again here, Fame.
Here we go then. Not a great start. Exertion will have the drive-by with the Glock. Pepping their step this time. You can always feel the energy shifting as they make their way in a 5-man unit. Smother the A-bomb site, and it's looking very promising here for Mouz.
Yeah, much better so far, but let's see if they can lock in this pistol round win. 4v4, VP keep the numbers even. Got to play this one on retake. But look how much deep control Mouz have a CT spawn. You've got the smoke deployed all the way down into spawn itself. You got to come through that if you're VP, which gives Mouz all the advantages in the world, and they've won this pistol round off the back of that.
Yeah. I think that's what they should just focus on these sort of rounds. Let's keep it simple. Let's group up. Let's go together. Use our aim. Get the head in the game. And, ooh, it's getting a little bit dicey, but Icy with no kits.
Dicey from Icy, I like that.
Exactly. And we are going to see him just look to save the Kevlar. Get another exit, potentially. Low HP on Jimfat and Spinks, but he's had enough. Going to leave it there. 2 kills to his name. Much better from Mouz there. Smiles are back on their faces. I'm expecting a third, to be honest with you. We'll see whether they can keep this energy going. Will we see a force buy in a second, though? The drive-by from Xerxin, as mentioned. Imagine he gets himself a few kills in the end. Double kill for IC. Farm $600. And it will be the force.
Hasn't been a great map for a VP as of late. Mirage lost to Heroic back in Cologne. Lost to MIBR at Fisher Playground. Those are the 2 tournaments they've played with Perfecto in the squad. Yet to get a W. Was forced by in. Off to the worst start. They've done a decent amount of damage onto Xerxin here, taking him out of commission. He's going to throw the AK on over into the hands of Torshi.
Look at that mid-control, smokes down towards the window. Utility was a bit of an issue on Inferno. This one, much more promising so far. Spinks, known to get into that connector. One of his favorite spots on the map. It's going to be Fame in the long-range Deagle as well. Trying to bait in Electronic, who's boosted up on the bomb side, bear in mind. And they have got a player towards a van as well. They are walking into the Lion's Den here. Fame doesn't necessarily need kills. He just needs to take the aggro, but maybe a bit off more than he can chew. And we do see a couple of kills for Electronic. There's one more available, apparently not.
Okay, Impact.
Jimfat, probably his best output so far in the series.
Yeah, absolutely. A very quiet start to Inferno. Flick to be brought down. The force buy for VP does not pay off. So Mouz are getting that start that they're hoping for. I think it's incredibly important that they come into Mirage and they just get out to a strong lead. Build some momentum early on, try and shake off the rust. Now, if they allow VP to come in with a pistol or conversion and allow them to get in to the game right from the get-go, it could be a very difficult uphill battle. But a great opportunity here, not really even taking too much damage in that second round as well. Can start to build the money. Didn't get to see much of a T side really from Mouz.
No, certainly not. Complete non-starter.
Damn, Xerxin's gone already. Flit took him down with the Deagle in middle. It's back-to-back frustrating rounds there for Xerxin. Really shouldn't get out of hand though in terms of turning into a round victory for VP. But stranger things have happened.
Certainly. No Kevlar, just a note. Single flash. Waiting to be deployed here. Electronics got that. Normally swinging out towards middle from connector and short with that single flash, but it's in CT spawn for now. So going to be flashing the A ramp when they feel like there's presence on the other side. No presence for now, though. Working towards middle. 4 players. And the B bomb side's wide open, bear in mind. So if they go in towards B, which is looking likely, the round's already decided.
That's exactly what's happened. Walking into the B bomb site, no one's home. And we got a 3-0 start here for Mouz.
To say, it'd have to be one hell of a PT-50 sequence to find that kill. Not going to happen this time, and that's pretty much all she wrote.
Well, there is another game going on over on the A stream. It was mentioned a little bit earlier by Sam. I'll give you an update on that game. So if you do not want to hear it, well, turn your sound off for just a second here. We've currently got G2 versus Falcons. Ancient was the opening map. Falcons won that one 13-9. That was G2's map pick. Train coming up next. Falcons map pick as they look to try and 2-0 to kick off their campaign here at the Esports World Cup. Them winning that opening game, Henry, if Falcons get the W, I think that just destroys Vitality's chances of winning the club championship, right?
Yes, I think so. I think if you just get through to the quarterfinals, you're going to get at least like 300 points.
Yeah, and so Vitality would not be able to pick the win up at all. There's a long shot from Vitality being able to win the club championship. Requires Falcons
okay,
to
the Mouz fans are
come
here
last. Yeah, Mouz showing up. They've got a couple of fans just down here below below us, Henry. VP side, we got the Mouz side. VP fans have been equipped with scarves, though.
Okay.
Kind of want one, Henry.
Well, you can't have one. You're not a true fan.
No, truly not.
So there it is, a 3-0 start. Bouncing back, our Mouz as first map was a bit of a disaster class, but it's looking much more promising. Mirage, more comfortable territory. Overpass if required, which is feeling like a strong prospect right now. Early days, of course. Boulevard making his way through the underpass. First duel coming through, spots one player. Potentially takes some damage here with the util, but decides to fall back. Quite a difficult buy overall as well. VP don't have a single kit. They do have the IC AWP. Opted for no helmets on majority of players here. Only one Galil in play though, so not a huge deal. Little boost down towards the underpass here. Brolan going to be in trouble, but he rises to the occasion. Nice shot on Electronic there. In-game leaders clash.
That's going to be frustrated. It's back in his chat. So watch the remaining forces go for this. 50 seconds on the clock. And Mouz still have most of their forces in the connector. They're going to be charging up into the A-bomb, so Icy coming to plug the gap. Flit's done very well with the rifle. An AWP shot would have gone a long way, but I think once they seen Flit's rifle and the AWP at ticket, Mouz have decided we do not want anything to do with that. So they change up their play, and they're starting to think about going to this B-bomb site instead. Now we have got Perfecto, and you've got Fame over here. And Perfecto, as I mentioned, Henry, was doing a great job as the anchor over on Inferno. He's got to do it again here on the B-bomb side of Mirage.
Here we go then. Perfecto needs to deliver. Got a lot of action coming his way and does not connect the shots at all. Unless Fame can go absolutely massive here, this one's going to be very difficult. He has managed to bring it back to a man advantage though. 3 versus 2.
Once again, Flit and Fame doing the heavy lifting here for VP. You've got Torzy deep down in the site. Needs to win this first duel. Oh, no. It's a real whip from him. So Spinks with a 1v3 at the bench. They're going to double swing in together, putting the pressure on, and Spinks slices them up. No way he should have won that clutch.
Holy moly. There it is, Spinks. Where was he on Inferno? Perfectly played. Nice execution on the spray down as well. They did everything they could to try and get themselves an advantageous duel. The AWP swinging with the pistol, allowing the rifle to step up. VP, their first chance to post around on the board, and it gets thrown away. Spinks dominates them from the bench.
Really shouldn't have even come to the situation for Mouz, right? It was looking much better for them. VP had to fight real hard to get back into it. Flit and Fame doing great work coming out of the market, but that has got to be an incredibly frustrating round loss there for Virtus.pro.
Oh yeah, definitely. Felt like everything was going in their favor. They knew exactly where Spinks was. Might have been a better idea to split the fight in half, one swinging from the left, one from the right. They lined up for him, and he connects the dots. Money in the trash. We are going to see quite a significant investment, but they will have maximum loss bonus, bear in mind. So as long as you have about $1,000, you'll be okay. Flit and Fame with the rifles. The tag team duo. And, well, that's one of them completely removed at the start. Nice shot from Spinks. Already starting to get warmed up here. 7-0. Shadow of himself on Inferno. Now they got a nice 5-on-4. Weak buy for VP as well. Huge momentum being built up here on Mirage. They can win this round cleanly. Solidify their economic situation. They are poised for a fantastic half here on the T side.
This is exactly what Mouz needed. They needed this start on Mirage.
just to raise the morale, get everyone's head in the game.
Yeah. If it has to be Spinks clutching a 1v3 to keep it going, then it doesn't really matter. Just keep the ball rolling right now. Mouz looking for 5-0. Should be getting it. Unless Fame can do something special with this M4 from default. His teammate Icy cast aside. Fame under so much pressure. Flashes banging in his face. Exertion burning. His toes singed. But Mouz into the A bomb site. Virtus.pro unable to really mount much resistance whatsoever. So 5-0 lead. Virtus.pro's Mirage woes continue. And Overpass. Well, we start to think about it again. Just based on how well we've seen Mouz start this.
Not much left to be said about this round. We said it had to be the clean sweep. Build up those finances. That's exactly what Mouz have got. Told you with the Orb, they're going to get an extra $3,500 on top. They're already got established bank accounts. Perfecto to save the 5-7 electronic with the M4. And 5-0. Mouz are back. Overpass. Hanging in the balance here. VP need to start finding some rounds right here, right now. They will have a full buy going forward. Will they have the EWC AWP? Yet to be seen. Yes, they do. So, VP, CT side. Here on Mirage in that CT-sided meta. Not going tremendously well so far. Had a couple of opportunities to post around, most notably against Spinks. Clutched up in the 1 versus 3. Mouz this time with one player holding the extremities, of course, that's Jimfap. Rest of his teammates focused towards middle, waiting for the initial utility to subside. And here comes the window smoke.
All right. Oh, gee. I thought it was like get flit boosted up nice and silent. No. They allowed dismount and exertion. Oh my god, smelled blood in the water.
Lucky to be alive.
Yeah, very lucky to get away with that one. That would have been incredibly frustrating. Exertion's still on the hunt for this, and this is what we were talking about before the game started. This is Exertion's home ground. Him in middle, around the window. He's been a nuisance in this role for years now. Fame. Oh no. Roland's just going to walk right into him. So that's a free kill. 20 seconds. Here comes the bomb out of the ramp. Electronic going down to the back of Triple. That gives some very necessary space over to Mouz. And all of a sudden, with 15 seconds left on the timer, all the VP defenses collapsed the hands of Mouz. It was looking good for a while there for VP.
Yeah, they got the opening kill. Felt good. Brolan sneaking through. Detected, but as they collapse in towards the A site, VP offer nothing up in return whatsoever. They have to save once again. Perfecto and Icy.
I think it's just how rapidly they take Electronic down a triple that's so disappointing there for VP. You have 22 seconds on the clock as that final play is coming through. You take in away one of the prongs to the approach through connector, and now you're about to lose absolutely everything. Perfecto trying to hold on desperately. Nice and clean on the double, but he eventually falls, and Icy's AWP needs it, and he's got it. So he'll save that on over. And we've got a 6-0 lead for Mouz. What a turnaround this has been. Coming in a lot more focused.
Well, that's what we wanted to see, really. Not a great start. No one's saying that for VP. There's still time to bring it back, but it's not looking good. They save the AWP. Do they want to fully invest around it? This is like tactical timeout territory at this point. What's going on? Why is this falling apart? Why are the rounds not close?
I mean, that round is going to be living in their head rent free where Spinks gets the 1v3 clutch.
Yeah.
Imagine what that could have done for VP's chances to kick things off here in the first half. Yeah, so there's the timeout, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Kim Finn rallied the troops one last time here. 6 rounds available. remaining in this first half. Very unlikely VP get all the remaining rounds, but 4 or 5 is kind of the limit. You really need to get towards that number to have a shot at pulling off Mirage. We know it hasn't been a comfortable map for them. They lost 13-10 to Heroic at Cologne, 13-8 to MIBR back at Fisher Playground. Those are the only 2 outings with this squad. Not looking good in terms of the buy here either. FAMAS for Fame, 5-7 for Electronic. At least they have that saved AWP, and let's see if that works out for them.
Oh, the timing couldn't be worse there for Icy. The moment he averts his gaze, it's when Broland swings, and in we go. Perfecto, not the cleanest spray, but Fame will pick up the pieces here. Having to smoke himself out. Spinks will take care of business. Once again, looking like an absolute animal on the B bomb side. That is amazing.
11-1 right now on Spinks. Like, he is just coming. He did look a little weak, a little flustered perhaps over on Inferno. Like, there's a couple of moments you're just going, what is happening to Spinks right now? He is looking so sharp on Mirage.
Yeah, he's had enough. Well, what can you say about that one? Absolutely destroyed.
That's it.
Not really much left to do. Electronic will be saving the 5-7 again. The main objective, though, keep the orb in Icy's hand. Gives up his position. Sure, he gets the kill, but now the hunt is on. Torji definitely fancies his chances here. Pete comes through, trying to bait out the shot. Gonna have Spinks jump across for him. Fortunately, doesn't work out.
And it's all well and good saving the AWP, but it's not getting any impact in the round, and everybody else is falling like flies.
Wasn't the full investment at the very least. It's a 5-7 to FAMAS. They kept themselves at about $1,000. They saved the AWP. But now, this really is the moment you start posting some rounds here. Here's Spinks. Oh, it's beautiful.
Best case scenario, 7-5. Roland, Exertion, charging out middle together. Here goes Icy, and he's dead. Really trying to take matters into his own hands and grab an opening kill here, but look how quick Mouz are. Zero mercy, straight into the connector. Exertion all the way up. Fame's peering for his head, but Exertion's already got around that corner, and this A bomb site is overwhelmed. There's nothing they can do about it. Just the speed.
Here we go. A bomb site still wide open, but at least they have the man advantage. We are going to see the bomb planted. Exertion ready to swing, and swing he shall. Finds Flitz. Fame keeps the round alive, but there's only so much he can do here. Perfecto will join him. The retake in the 3 versus 2 deficit. Now just 1 player remaining. It's going to be 8-0 Dinko as the round falls apart once again. A promising start to it. Fame looking at some exits, but Jimfat coming to life as well. He's 8-1.
Just the speed and the confidence right now from Mouz is so difficult to stop. And they know they've got middle when they want it. Exertion's already up through connected. They rip apart IC. It goes for a wild peek through the bottom of Khan. It's an opener that Alpers will go for, but with the amount of focus Mouz put onto Khan, with utility in players, it's just impossible for IC to even get away if he did get that 1 pick. So that trade was coming in. Electronic's been left on the A bomb site alone quite a bit. They've had multiple timeouts in this half. Finn just can't figure it out. VP can't put it together. Mouz just outclassing the Spinks. Has had a heater in this first half, and he's down at least early.
Early pick there, Flitz. Presenting an aggressive maneuver down toward the underpass. A solo play yields an opening frag, taking down the danger man, Spinks, who's currently 12-3. Xertion on the hunt, though. I think he's got him as well, Flip.
Oh, you can see he's checking it on a timing. And it doesn't matter. You can look in the right place. You can do 95 damage, but Exertion still comes out on top of it. Flick going to be frustrated because he was looking in the right position. He realized how important his spot was to his team's CT effort here.
He had the opportunity to leave then as well, and I think he's just frustrated. Like, he's got that opening pick, and he's giving it right back.
Well, Perfecto is the only B player, and he's only got an MP9 Henry, so I'm not feeling too good about his chances of doing anything here.
It's a good weapon at close range. Oh my god.
How is he not taking that?
That is...
Dude, he's 5 HP.
That was awful. What was that? He's running. He had to hit one bullet.
I think it's harder to do that than it was to kill him.
Yeah. He was crouching, ready for that. He's got what, 20 HP or something?
Just
and
jumps,
he sees with he starts jumping and crouching and spraying everywhere but on his body.
Displaying the nerf of the AP9 for everybody.
I guess that's what it is.
And just showing us what the issue is.
That was not. I don't think it made a massive difference against that kill, but still, God.
Yeah, regardless, I think it just sums up how this half has gone. Yeah, 9-0 now for Mouz. All right, Overpass. What do you think of it, Henry?
It's coming.
You did promise
It's a map that's going to be appearing momentarily. Oh, perfecto. That's one you want to forget.
Dude, it's crazy seeing
not a single bullet connected.
How Mouz are just controlling the pace of this game right now. Like, it's so high octane. You lose the opening pick. You convert a 4v5 like it's nothing. It's just a pack of death rolling around the server. Domination. Nothing had here for Virtus.pro. 9-0. The third and final timeout used in the first half of play. Going into round 10. They've used 3 timeouts. Nothing's been working. Virtus.pro that dominated Mouz in the opening map, but a very different Mouz here. And that's what sort of separates the great teams, the top level teams right now from the rest, is their ability to lose a map and come back in and look like nothing happened. Oh, we have to see it again, Henry.
Oh, I feel bad for him. That was, again, I don't think it makes a massive difference in the round outcome, but still.
Well, it's just, yeah, just a little summary.
Just 3 and 6, and then that gets dropped in there. Anyway, well, it is going to be Overpass, but looks of things here. VP yet to post a CT round.
Well. Is this going to be the flawless game from Mouz? I've said it now, Henry.
Window smoke coming in momentarily.
Pace change after the timeout as well from Mouz, playing a lot slower. VP also not challenging any of the early choke points. Going to be a gathering of the troops over towards A when they leave one just outside of connector and Spinks. Nice aggressive maneuver up through shorts. They've taken one of the prongs of the approach out. That's going to force Mouz to accelerate their A plans. Flash is coming up. Exertion already out of the ramp and towards Tetris. Much better here from VP. They've got the initial 2 kills. The impact's also down on 34 HP, so as soon as I say, Henry, the flawless game, if I asked to pose the question, and, well, it's come crashing down.
Well, here we go. It's looking like surely this round is going to be locked in, and there it is. 9-3 is the best they can hope for. 2 in a row required. The upgrade to AK-47s needed that. And it goes without saying. Round number 11 comes through. BP still believing.
I mean, obviously, they need every single round remaining here, and then they need the pistol, the conversion, the first gun round, first couple of gun rounds, probably. But we know how MR12, you can watch those gaps shrink very quickly. It's just got to be something that's in VP's mind. All right, good buy coming in here. We've got 3 AK-47s they've picked up off the corpses of the Mouz players. They've got the AWP for Icy. Issue is obviously so much money here from Mouz. They've got a really good buy right back again. You're buying for the rest of the half. Not too much of it left. And comes the mid-fight. See if Fame can win it. Does a great job. Good trade from Exertion. That is sharp.
Yeah, very well done. 4-on-4 makes things uncomfortable for the defense. Leaves your B player isolated and alone. One minute remaining. Spinks watching towards that window area. Flitz can feel the weakness over towards B. They've rotated a few players over there. Problem is the bomb's up and towards Palace. Xerxes at the A ramp. Spinks making his way towards connector, so they've had to push off towards short.
is the play that worked for them in the last round. Some mid-round aggression up through catwalk. A finish again for Mouz, right towards Icy from the ticket box. He'll punch one. Brolin and Yimpat, 2v3. Trying to gain double figures here for Mouz. Brolin just leaps to that CT smoke. Icy to bring him down, so it's all Yimpat. Earlier in the half, we've seen Spinks get a 1v3. Let's see if Yimpat can follow suit. He's had a much better map here than he did on Inferno, but unable to take down Electronic. It is a second round in a row here for Virtus.pro.
Well done, good conversion.
Earned a couple of claps.
Needed that. Second round on the board. 3 absolutely required here. It's going to be a long, arduous journey back into Mirage, but putting their best foot forward. Still believing. Final round of this first half. Everything they need on the CT side. Money has not been a problem for Mouz throughout their T-side campaign. Torches towards middle. They'll be looking for the first pick, if possible. Gets herself posted up towards shore.
Taking the time here. Brolin and Spinks down in underpass. Exertion towards top middle. That smoke up to the window comes in, allowing Brolin and Spinks to comfortably move out and in beneath it. Hasn't been a whole lot of window activation in terms of this half. You know, Mouz usually play that quite a bit, getting a player up into the window more often than not. It's Exertion. Boosting up Spinks this time, and because there has been short aggression in back-to-back rounds, need to be very aware of that. Fame coming out on top of the fight against Torzi again. Not bad at all, but look at what Spinks is trying to do here. In the smoke with Flick, as Exertion applies pressure up through short side.
Well, there's Fame. Looking like they've done enough here, Adam. 3 rounds looking likely.
Well done to Virtus.pro recovering this. 3 rounds, it's not impossible. Certainly can be enough for Virtus.pro, but they need an exceptional start here in the second half. Mouz have come to play on Mirage as they look to bring this one to 3.
This land is calling.
After a disappointing Inferno, Mouz have woken up on Mirage. They come in with a very strong half indeed, 9-3 posted. With a pistol round victory and a strong start into the gun rounds, it could be all over as we head into Overpass, Henry.
Yeah, an absolute masterclass there from Spinks as well. T-side brilliance being displayed time and time again. He is back and looking sharper than ever. Can he keep it up though? VP did wake up towards the tail end of that first half, posting 3 rounds in a row. Important pistol, and one that hasn't started well. Thankfully, a trade in return. Fame doesn't take any damage. Back to the 4-4.
It's all about B at the moment. The bomb position outside of that. Show a little face towards middle early on. That mid player going back to the T apartments to join the rest of the forces. You got Yimpat waiting, just biding his time with a smoke ready to deploy.
Oh,
he's fumbled that, hasn't he?
It's still good. It's still good. We'll take it. It's all under control.
Yeah, exactly what was meant to happen. Well, it's confusing.
It looks like one of those kind of crazy one-ways, perhaps. It's like they're not sure what it is.
It's like,
leave it alone.
Don't want to touch that. Let's leave B.
Never seen that smoke before.
They're trying some weird stuff on the B bomb side. All right, minute left on the clock. Spinks and Yimpat about to come through short. Brolin's clearing out middle. They haven't seen anything for a while here, Mouz. And about to, oh my God. Yeah, gotta take those chances.
Oh, I guess
one for one again. Yimpat trying to get back to B in time. Perfecto. Leaping out of the apartments. The bomb kind of in limbo about where to finish, where to go. Perfecto taking space in B. Well, I mean, it's the only option available to them now. Just can't go down. You just can't lose this fight against Brolin. Trying to keep him pinned. Doesn't want to expose to short. Perfecto, because of that, is pinned in the corner. And now Fame's arrived. So his bodyguard squad has turned up. His support. As that bomb plant, not going to be denied because Fame covers them off. And Virtus.pro somehow walked back into this pistol round, leaving Yimpat, who was the initial B defender, as the only one left. A 1v3 and denied by Fame, who picks up a 4K in this pistol.
Some individual brilliance there being displayed by VP, waking up just in the nick of time. Fame dominates there, and it looked like the round was about to fall apart. The exposed planter. They assumed it was covered. Thankfully, Zershman was very low HP, taken care of. Brolin with a nice shot there, but Fame doing the heavy lifting, getting the job done. In towards B they go. Gonna say you don't have to force this with such a massive lead, but we'll see what they can make of it. Opted for the Deagles, the arm up. Oh, Fame. Oh, Blitz.
Well, grenades on display today.
Grenades have not been too spectacular here in this best of 3. Opening frag, convincing one. Brolin takes heavy damage, but lives to tell the tale. It looks like they're going to coordinate an A execution here. Would be the right call. 2 players in towards B, what a window. The 5-7 of Brolin, low HP, patrolling the A bomb site. There's a rotation for Zershan though. Contact play. Electronics trying to open things up here. Gotta let Icy get towards the end, and Brolin somehow gets himself a second.
Big swing from Spinks. Oh, it's not what VP were hoping for. Perfecto trying to drag him back into it though, but he's alone, and he runs out of bullets. So Mouz win a ridiculous round that might just cost VP everything here on Mirage. They needed a clean start into the second half. They need to win that one. But with Mouz stepping up with weaker weapons, that seems all but assured that we're going to be getting that third map.
Yeah, you might be onto something there. Rather disappointing finish there for VP. Didn't really get into the round whatsoever. Going to have to force by themselves now. Touching distance of the victory are Mouz. It's kind of worst case scenario if this force buy as well. You do not get the $1,900, you get 14. Especially with no bomb plant. There'll be no Galils. It's going to be mainly Tech 9s, Deagles. Clearly get air rifle, but in terms of utility, Adam, they've got 2 flashes. And no helmets as well. It really is quite desperate out there right now.
Yeah, very desperate. Let's see the big swing in toward exertion. Electronic can hit the deck quite quickly. Oh.
This is one of those rounds.
Like the
Tech 9, it's possible to win.
No, they needed one of those early fights to go your way. And so in the end, it is actually all 5 players staying alive here for Mouz.
That was the force buy. Now you're going to get $1,900. And you're 1 round away from that point.
All right, well.
And you're probably not going to recover a 12-4 scoreline.
Nope.
So there is that.
Well, take a look at the overpass here for Mouz. Played it once, lost it to Team Spirit, 13-6.
How many times VP played it? 50?
Probably got 100 times in there, right? I'll tell you exactly what VP have done on overpass so far. In just a second. The team that have played overpass, they've got 60%. It's become their first pick. They played it 5 times, 3 wins, 2 losses. They lost to Team Spirit, 13-3. So Spirit, seemingly a very good overpass team at the moment. The teams they did beat were FaZe, MIBR in overtime, and they beat Tyloo in Cologne. They lost to Heroic, actually, 13-8. So
Heroic
been a little bit hit and miss at times for
Heroic
VP.
the go-to right now.
Yeah, but more experience certainly on Overpass. Virtus.pro, 5 official games on it versus the 1 from Mouz. Heroic are the GOATs. Back to being Swedish, Henry. That's what it's all
Swedish
about.
core. I thought Nilo was decent yesterday as well.
Yeah, I think everyone.
Haven't been too excited about him so far.
I think everybody had to have a good game if you're going to beat Spirit, right?
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
No.
It's all starting to fall apart here.
No, 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 no. Surely
this is
that's
the
it,
eco. This is the full eco. 3-on-3. No rifles recovered, unfortunately. Going to try and hightail it in towards the B-bomb side, which could be the right play. Jimfat, though, considered one of the safest pair of hands in the B-bomb side of Mirage. And in they go, just hoping they can catch timing here. And unfortunately, Jimmy, very well positioned. Should be able to get the last one. Xerxes got to back him up. And we've got map points. Well done to Jimmy. Well played, gave them nothing. Couple of kills there for VP, but now going to need 8 in a row just to get us to overtime. Seems very unlikely.
Yeah, 1 big buy left. We got exactly what we wanted to see from Mouz. Actually showing up here at EWC, bringing some attitude to the server. Able to dust off their woes from the Inferno. Come into Mirage and get back to what we're used to seeing from Mouz. I think Spinx's clutch in that first half is really important in terms of stopping any of that early momentum that VP could have gotten. So 1v3, so devastating, just vacuumed VP out of the server. Continue to have impact throughout. VP gonna try and hit this B-bomb side. Missed shot from Torsi, and the impact, fails to do anything from short. So on Spinx again to deliver some impact towards this side of the map. And he's done well. Take Perfecto has stalled them out a little bit. Exertion's now arrived as well, and Mouz are gonna close this map out. It's down to just Electronic, now Icy, and Icy alone in the 1v3. He'll hop out of the apartments, down to the ground, and Mouz will celebrate a huge victory, being able to come out on top of Mirage in a very convincing fashion. They're back in this series, and it all comes down to Overpass.
Oh, it certainly does, Dinko. Great performance here. Mouz bouncing right back. Great to see Spinx having such a stellar performance as well. His T-side efforts were certainly not...
They were controlling. They made it very difficult for Mouz to make the right read, the right gamble stack. And they also had some faster rounds thrown in there. So I think the T-side calling today on Inferno was good from Electronic. They started to come back on the T-side as well once they get over to that second half. So I'm looking forward to seeing who is starting on the T-side here, Sam.
We're going to find out as we jump into game. This is it. Virtus.pro up against Mouz, 1 map away from deciding who sticks it out in the Esports World Cup.
Well, let's get into it then, shall we, Dinko? It is going to be the CT start for the international squad. Mouz, they've got themselves Julies, as you might expect. Xerxes to wield those. Got himself a 4K spray down on the Inferno pistol. Didn't lead into much after that, but they've got 2 smokes to work with as well, a couple of flashes. No kit, just to note that. And in terms of the T setup, it's going to have plenty of utility behind it as well as a Molotov for good measure, and 4 flashes in total. As they send 4, make it 3 players up towards long. And Electronic watching the extremities here.
He's got a bucket of utility as well.
He's going to be faking towards B potentially as they get ready to go to bathrooms. We'll see where they want to go. They could go back through the connector.
Yeah, it's just running back down to Khan. He's going to send the smoke out towards Heaven. Flashes will come through as well. And let's see what VP can do as they come crashing down on the defense. There's still two players here. One of them Yimpat, the other Exertion. Well, Exertion's gone. Yimpat stands up and shows he's got the strength of two men as he takes down 3 kills in quick succession. The rotation's now arrived as well for Mouz.
Here we go then. Still anyone's round here. Oh, looking like it'd be Mouz at this point, but the bomb plant is massive. Electronic will not be winning this one unless something absurd is presented. He actually gets himself away in towards shore.
He's got a chance here. 6 bullets left in that Glock. Spinks just stays composed. Doesn't let Electronic go into the open. And that will be the pistol round picked up for Mouz. Important that VP do secure the bomb plant there. Gives them a strong force buy coming into the second round if they want it. There's 2 ways of looking at it though, Henry. Do you want to go for the force buy and get into that battle early on? Or do you want to have a really strong buy? Take an eco here and have your first gun round be fantastic.
I think they're probably going to force buy, if I'm being honest. But Jimfad, he did incredibly well there. Good job they even get the bomb down. It looked like that round was done and dusted upon entry in towards the B site there. Electronic providing the utility. Smoking towards Heaven, flashing them in as they presented some mid-pressure as well. A cool idea. Didn't quite work out for them, and indeed the force buy comes through. 2 rifles. Flit will have the AK-47 and pistols and a MAC-10 otherwise. A lot of presence over towards B at the start. Xertion feels something afoot. Gets himself close towards a monster smoke.
That's nice and slow here. VP making use of the entire map. Everybody's got their own space. Electronic taking a little step into that and just trying to bait a shot out. Yimpat looking strong so far. Fantastic pace around and then gets his 4th kill here. And drops the AK-47, the premium weapon in play for Virtus.pro. It's going to be a lot of this. A lot of the clock being rotted off. It's a game of patience here for Mouz. Barreling up through middle into the A-bomb site for the finish here at 25 seconds. It's going to be Fame going down straight away to Brolin. Perfecto up next. Spinks ready to shut him down. Yimpat, Spinks combine, and we've got a 2-0 start. So force buy doesn't work out for VP, and sadly for Virtus.pro, what I was mentioning that I would like to see from them is getting a good start in winning the pistol or at least winning the force buy. Don't have either of those, so they're going to be full eco, which means Mouz can just kind of continue what they were doing on Mirage. They're going to have a 3-0 lead to kick things off, Henry.
You might be onto something there. Looking much better for Mouz here. No fumble, grenades, hitting their shots. Jimmy's had a great start. He was looking red hot on Mirage as well, was very slow on Inferno. But you're dead on. It is going to be the eco here. Nothing really invested. They've got a smoke and a couple of flashes, but no Kevlar. A couple of upgraded pistols thrown into the mix. No real reason for the CTs to go hunting here. They've got 5 rifles across the board, one of which is the AK in the hands of Xertion. Yet to find his first frag. I'm sure that will change very soon. And as you know, VP do like to slow these ones down. And rightly so. You want to bait out all the util as much as you can at least. Ideally get 1, maybe 2 kills. Top end of this sort of round is the bomb plant, which will be very difficult to pull off. We'll see what they've got up their sleeve here. They have got the smokes. I think they're going to try and plant in the smoke, Dinka. Instead of smoking towards CT spawn, I think they'll try and smoke on the side and jump in there. If we even get that far.
If we get that far, Henry. There might be limited time by the time that happens. Could be walking their way up through the bathrooms, taking their time here. 45 seconds left on the clock. Again, I think Mouz are going to be very aware of what they're up against today. It requires patience. It requires sitting in this crossfire, allowing VP to walk in towards you and shutting them down before they get even close to a bomb plant. It does feel like that is very likely here with the way Torsy's playing. Flash could catch him though. And in fact it does. Spinks and Torsy though shutting down Virtus.pro in the final 9 seconds. And it's going to be a 3-0 start for Mouz.
Kill him after time. Oh, give him a shot. Give him a couple of shots. Very expensive round in the end. Really should have just let the clock out, but sometimes going for those eco frags are fun. Nice shots from IC. Could have left them with no cash, but either way, pretty decent eco there for VP. First gun round here. IC, after getting a few kills, can actually pull out the AWP. You can see they are limited with 2 players of our helmets here, which is significant on the T side. The M4s can one-tap you at this stage. What's the general setup so far? 2 outside B. Electronic getting ready to flash and flip potentially, but the monster tunnel is re-smoked. This is definitely a quintessential default. Waiting for any sort of CT aggression, which can be presented on these first rounds. Torji flashed off, but not dissuaded from the angle. And rightly so, he will find his rival. Icy goes down, head in his hands. He knows that was a significant frag found early on. And what's the response? What's the rebuttal? Oh, lots of damage to Jimfat. He needs to be careful. One more tick, he could go down. 32 points of health. In towards the bathrooms they go. At least establishing some control of the map, and Electronic shows off his AWPing prowess. Not for long, though.
There comes the peek from Spinks. It's going to be famed to walk away with him. A 3v3 picked up. 35 seconds remaining on this clock. Perfecto leaps up into the site. Fame now arriving from long side. It's going to be Perfecto. A lot of damage, but he's still come out on top of the fight. Play also on B, and Impact's left down there alone. So if he is to go for this, it would be a long shot. So I realize right now the best opportunity for Impact is to just hang on to that AK-47, and VP have finally broken through to their first round victory.
Yeah, quite convincingly as well. That was a 5-on-4 deficit. Electronic tying things up. He manages to get the pick in return on poor old Torji. The round sort of collapsed at that point. Zersh still yet to find his first kill, but VP have found their first round. 2 players surviving as well. Perfecto scavenges the AWP. Fame will have his AK, of course. They've got a flash and an HE between them. And we've got a game on our hands. No blowout first half, at least in the early stages. Money pretty tight, considering that it all kind of stems from that overextension against the Eagle. Like I said, it's not the most fun CS to play, but when you know there's 10 seconds on the clock and there's 1 player left of a Deagle and it's an eco round, just let him play himself. They started challenging. They cost him 3 frags in the end. Now their money is absolutely busted. Ramifications from that moment of madness. Excellent shots from Icy in that situation, but still, they did not have to be presented to him. So you can see, with the save guns at least, the buy is still pretty good, but they are fully invested now. Problem will have to make do with the MP9. You can see we've got 4 players of our helmets. No kits. Spinks with no util. It's going to be a tough round. Torji has got the AWP, but Perfecto making his way through connector. No presence there at all. A very defensive setup from Mouz so far, allowing Fame to get control along. This is an old school boost, Dinko. You've got to be a fan of this.
Yeah, the old sign boost. Peering down into the bathrooms, but
this always feels good for one.
Yeah, eventually. There's no one coming in the bathrooms just yet. I've got Impact. He's fallen down to Icy. So the opening kill in favor of Virtus.pro as we head under 1 minute on the clock. And you better believe they're going to use that entire minute on the clock. They're starting to gather up that bomb coming back up to the toilets. A 3-man setup here for Mouz is A defense, so they've got the right read of what the finish is going to be.
Electronic calling for the rotations as he can feel time is of the essence that you might expect. 30 seconds here, trying to set up their final play at the round. They've dismounted the boost. Oh, Dinko, maybe the worst possible time. He gets back and should be fine. Should be fine.
Yeah, still should be good. There's at least one, and the second
nice.
Took a little bit longer,
Stuck
but Spinks has got it. Yep. So now VP, last-ditch effort, run down the connector, but even then, it's like there's no time to get the bomb planted. So it's over, and that's what happens sometimes. This is what we're going to have to get used to.
Oh, that was just in the nick of time. They dismounted the boost just as the commitment came through. Thankfully, a little bit slow to commit, and Spinks gets up in time, and we said it's always good for one. He, in fact, gets two. Really nice round there from Mouz. A little bit touch and go, but overall, they pull it off. You're going to see a lot of that from VP, the last-minute scrambles. And if you lose even one kill en route, it can cancel all of your plans. It's just not enough time to make it work. And here we go then, round number 6. Bear in mind we said the Mouz were feeling the financial burn. That's a nice injection of cash. They managed to pick up a couple of AKs now. Orb still out for Torji. Not much invested here, surprisingly, from VP. They saved the Orb and the AK. 3 other players, though.
Spinks is
speed to
right
50s.
He's right in the hornet's nest right now. He's going to be taken down by Electronic on a Glock.
He had no helmet as well.
That's wild. They just get destroyed by a Glock. Oh, God. I say. Oh, he's hit it. Torsi tries to retreat. Double push through Monster. Okay, Mouz. A little bit of aggression this time. They got boards sitting on their asses, and so they start going in towards them, and VP are welcoming that. Uh-oh. That's around VP. Probably shouldn't have won. They have a shot at it now, a 3v2. 2 AK-47 still available for Mouz to try and win this one. They're currently in a 1-1 setup. We got Brolin up here on the A side, tucked in the corner at long. How patient can he be? Going for the peek now, going for the fight. As soon as he does that, punished by Icy, and that should be the round, no problem. So a second round for Virtus.pro picked up, and it does feel like that's more Mouz losing the round than it is VP winning it. Well, Mouz will walk right into them. Spinks' aggressive play with no helmet, it's a wild maneuver. The monster push doesn't work out. Yeah, so the aggression of Mouz just doesn't pay off. And VP up to 2.
Oh, that's much better. Really nice round. It was a massive gamble. As we mentioned, that the money was broken. Spinks with no helmet. The solo
no need
venture.
to really do it, yeah.
Solo venture, and you take him out by a Glock because you're so squishy.
But that's the problem with playing VP. Like, you have to be so patient. Like, you have to sit back the whole time. If you throw some aggression, I think it's fine to throw that kind of aggression in, but I don't think in that kind of round when you've broken their money.
If it was a more coordinated team effort and he had some backup, sure.
And he had
but
a
I think
helmet.
it was just one flash, and Spinks, he saw nothing to begin with, and he thought the cover of the smoke would protect him, but he had no one to back him up, and he goes to check party, and it gets caught with his pants down there, and his helmet off. So that's a massive opening kill. This is the one. You see that his head just gushes there. So the Glock, actually the perfect weapon for that job. If you had the helmet, it does about 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we go. We've got a real game on our hands, ladies and gents. Last game of the B stream here at Esports World Cup 2025. Hope you're enjoying the show. This is the crescendo. Game of the day, only game of the day on this stream today, but Overpass, we said it was very likely it comes into this veto. I'm glad it's here. I want it to be close. I want it to go the distance. We've had 2 blowout maps. Now Mouz feeling the burn financially. Scouts, Famases, UMP. The MP9 is falling off in terms of popularity. UMP starting to come to life. No MP7s, though.
None of those. The only players I really remember playing with that is Nerds, yeah.
That's about it.
No. It's not that good, apparently.
Yeah, I guess it's not. What about the MP5? Is that ever going to make a comeback?
I've seen it a couple of times, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of just like an old school nostalgia thing, isn't it?
It does feel good.
Well, good start here for Spinks, an opening kill. He's had another great map here. 9 and 3. Exertion getting in the mix. Perfecto going to be ripped away from short. VP down to 3 players. And yeah, really important round for Virtus.pro. And currently going to have to dig their way out of a hole. Oof. It was an opportunity to reset the money, finally get rid of that bank that Mouz had. Spinks, they know he's in the connector. Electronic goes in to clear him out and does a great job at it. He's down to 16 HP now, though.
Yeah, nice little dink at the very least.
Time.
Time is always going to be a conversation here, Dinka. You know that.
20 seconds left on the clock. They're going to go for a last second photo finish in towards the A-bomb site. Torsi's waiting for them, but he's whiffed it, and it's a scout as well. Going to be taken down by Icy. That plant coming in, but Fame needed that kill, and the bomb plant denied. seconds left on it, milliseconds in fact. And the round is done to time. Electronic doesn't want to go down, wants to stay alive with the AK, and he will do so. So at least he saves over, but Mouz happy about this. 5-2, and they survived the scare of their money being broken.
I thought that kill from Icy was it. It looked like they were destined to get the bomb planted, but a nice push from the smoke. Guaranteed the round. Nothing Electronic could do. This is the kill. The round came back to life here. Then Icy finding Torture was massive, but Brolan goes above and beyond for his team bravely. Pushes out from dumpstep and manages to secure the round for Mouz. No problem at all. It's been a back and forth game with the money. Fame will have to make do with the Desert Eagle. Icy though, ooh, narrowly misses out on the first kill towards Jim Fat. Round number 8. 5-2 overall. It was Mouz winning out with their weak buy before. They've now found themselves fully equipped. Defuse kits, grenades, orbs. They can pick this one up. They'll have a landslide victory in this first half. It's a big if, though. What's remaining for VP? A couple of smokes. 2 flashbangs. It's enough. First flash to be deployed. Allows Fame to get up on the flower bed. I mean, it used to be a flower bed, I assure you. I notice now it's not.
Yeah, definitely used to be a flower bed. Just as car used to be a car.
Let's call it Guardian, always you go. Let's just call it Guardian. You know, that's fine.
But we still call it car, and which is just
True.
like a barrels.
Yeah, you're right. But you'll know what I meant.
34 seconds down into the B-bomb site. It's going to be a B finish here for VP. 2 through Monster, 3 through Short, and let's see if it works out for them. We got Exertion and Yimpat looking to lock down the site. Exertion up first, Yimpat now up from barrels. He's blinded, he's held back, and it's Brolin and Yimpat combining together, but the bullets run out. Torsi's turn, missed shot. Bomb plant coming in. This time it won't be denied. VP run the clock down, but also find the plant. So 3v2 post-plant position. Looks like a 3rd round win coming right up here for VP.
Yeah, some way, somehow. The game continues. Mouz were looking red hot, but starting to simmer down now. Torture will save the orb. Spinks to the M4. No real reason to look for exits here. You need these weapons in the next round. Spinks, I was going to say, is there a chance of a ninja, but he has no kit.
Oh, that's it for VP. You're going to see a lot of these rounds where they're coming down to the final 20 seconds and making the final push into the bomb site. You either get all those essential frags and you win the round, the bomb goes down, you force the save call, or as we've seen, you get stalled out, bomb plant gets denied, not enough time to pick it up and put it back down. That's just how it's always been for this Virtus.pro team. Through its different variations, whether it's with Jame and whether it's with Electronic now, it's just the style that's always brought to the server. And a timeout taken for Mouz, looking to try and adjust because VP are starting to post some rounds on the board here and have a great opportunity to completely shatter Mouz. Money on once again at breaking point.
Tactical timeout. They are going to fully invest into this one. Rightly so. Jim Fam might have to make do with an SMG here, $3,300 to his name. They've been quite a passive CT side so far. We haven't seen much activity towards Connector. The only slight aggression we saw was Spinks' excursion towards top and middle against the Eco. Met his maker in the form of the Glock. And looks like we might be changing stance here, Dinko. We have got the orb making its way towards the mouth of the bathrooms. Hasn't gone well for Spinks. Again, alone. Where's the backup? A little bit disjointed. Such an all-in play. That's the second time he's died alone top and middle.
He started so hot and he's cooled off big time now. Number of rounds where he's just getting taken out before he even finds any level of impact. And that kind of death puts a lot of pressure on the likes of Torsi, who feels like he has to try and pull it back. So he's gone down into the connector. Flit's going to march his way very slowly. Oh, he made a step. that's going to cost him his life. There it goes.
Freebie.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Torsey needs to barrel back to the A bomb side because no one's there.
Electronic's done very well to get this sort of control. Fame watching the extremities will find...
Oh, God, Torsey. Completely unaware of that.
Oh, this is round over. I think the bomb's going to go down towards A. They couldn't really be further away if they tried. Bomb down momentarily, and it's a bankside plan as well. Can't really justify this retake. Unless Brolan can find a quick kill right here, right now. It's not going to happen. The save call's already been made. And there will be 5-4. The gap is closing rapidly.
Yeah, the money's gone as well here for Mouz. So none of the aggressive plays up to the fountain have worked out for Spinks. He's been killed both times with no impact.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a bit of a problem. Like, if there was a system in place that they were flashing him in, or there was like aggressive utility down, I'd be all for it. But him just there at the top battling against 3 players is not the one.
And then obviously Torsey feels like, okay, I've got to go and get one of these kills back, gets it in con. But the problem is there's no A player. Right, there's no one locking down long. There's no one applying pressure, putting a stop to it. Electronics does a great job, as you mentioned, of just taking that space, finding the gap, and really manipulating it, knowing that there's probably a weakness on the A side. We've just killed one of the A players.
As soon as he gets the call that Spinks is top and middle, almost by the fountain, you can guarantee he's going to have at least some backup there. It was Torgy watching towards a connector. You'd have preferred it to be at the bathroom entrance there as well, just so he can actually back Spinks up and maybe get a trade. Yeah, there's anything at that point, but he was so defensive all the way back here in spawn watching connector, so couldn't back up whatsoever. So yeah, Electronic using that information, knowing if the Spinks goes down there, it's likely that long will be open. And indeed it was.
Well, it's 2 AKs and the rest on an eco here for Mouz. Great opportunity here for Virtus.pro to tie up the scoreline. And it's all happened because of that one round where initially Spinks went towards top mid with no helmet and he got killed by Electronic Glock. It was all going swimmingly for Mouz, but at that point has changed the game.
Long flashes, run boost, not super successful, but still no problem so far. One round to tie things up here in the first half, looking for 5-5. An eco from Mouz with 2 saved weapons. Zershan needs to step up, they're going to stand a chance here. Torgy will try and take the aggro. They flashed themselves, unfortunately. Fame still fine, hasn't been swung upon. Molotov down to allow him to clear. Nice work from Zershan, but can't quite find the kill. It's all falling apart. Brolan will have the AK-47. He's over towards B, being boosted right now. Time ticking away. Got to go recover the bomb at T-spawn. Good shot.
Oh my God, yeah, great shot. 30 seconds on the clock. And Flit just topples the tower. And they're into the site. So, tie game it is, 5 apiece. 5 rounds on T side. Great chance that VP just grind this out for a little bit more as well out of the T side showing. Give themselves a great opportunity to win the series today against Mouz. And we're starting to get that conversation going. Could this be another one of the favorites here from EWC being knocked out in their opening game? We lost Navi yesterday, who were the defending champions. They lost to 3D Max. We lost Spirit to a dead team at Heroic. Are we about to lose Mouz to Virtus.pro?
Maybe. They really are turning up the heat right now. They lost the pistol as well. They were like 4-0 down. And now they are looking very comfortable. This is the map we wanted, though. Very close for the final map. A couple of blowouts in the first 2. Electronic calling a perfect game so far. A couple of clock nightmares, but overall it's been a very good T-side showing. Flitz showing his prowess out of the monster tunnel, securing the round. That was a full eco, to bear in mind. It was USPs and the 2 saved AK, so money should be okay. I don't think it'll be ideal. Bringing in the coach now to discuss the options. Nice healthy buy, in fact. Spinks yet to buy the utility, but they've got more than enough for a full gun round here. 2 more rounds to go, though. A chance for VP to go 7-5 up on the T side of Overpass. Feels like a very difficult comeback for Mouz. And off we go. So the only change of stance we've seen is that solo play from Spinks towards top and middle. They can't keep deploying that. What's the adjustment here? The problem is, last time this happened on Inferno, Mouz called the timeout, and then VP just completely changed the pace up of the game. They went for a faster play. Will that happen again? Will they just completely change things up? Time will tell. Oh, nice spam coming through.
Yeah, Icy going to have to deal with the rest of the round. Being on limited health. Boost being set up and constructed. Look down into Colin. Yeah, a good amount of damage. Perfecto's having to jump over these bullets. No change up in the pace here from VP. It's keeping it standard here. Goes Flit though, a little bit earlier than usual. Gonna go in with the flash, and it's worked out very well. I love that opening move. That's a great way to grab an opener. Icy send the flash over, Flit walks in with it. Now Yimpat's on notice, knows that he has to deal with a threat that's coming through. There's the follow-up utility. Flit goes around the corner, sees Brolin in the bomb site. A lot of information gathered from Flit. He sees so many targets inside of that B bomb site, so they pick that bomb up. And Perfecto, he's not actually going to continue pushing up towards A. They're going to still commit to the B bomb site finish with 30 seconds left.
"20 seconds to go." Jimmy.
Oh, Shadow.
Massive Shadow advantage. Gets himself 2 beautiful kills there. Easy does it.
That should be it.
I'm not sure there's much more they can do here. I see low HP and taken care of. Great round there from Mouz. Lots of early damage with the wall bangs as well. The boost coming through, chipping away a VP. Made the round very uncomfortable. And we're going into the final round here. Looking for 6-6 our Mouz. Or I should say VP. As we see Spinks coming to life here. Had a bit of a rough one here on Overpass, but that's a much better showing. Final round, and the money is absolutely fine. Just a galore for fame is the only concession. And here's the change of pace for VP, much faster up towards long. Oh, they are full sending it. Holy.
Here goes the push from Flit. Goes into the attack. It's going to be Impact to stop Flit in his tracks. Mouz searching for a 7-5 scoreline to round out this half.
It's a freebie on Torji.
Yeah, dude, how many times has he died from long? This will be the second time he's died to electronic from behind. That's going to be frustrating for Torzi. Just that gap left open every time. Here comes the rotation for Mouz. As they come back up, they're going to have to play a retake finish. That bomb is only arriving at long now. Look how far away the bomb is, Henry. It's only arriving now. Like, they could stop that bomb. A little bit late to it, unfortunately, on the boost. Oof. They couldn't stop Icy getting to the side, so now it is a full retake.
Final round. Got to go for it. Perfecto patrolling that connect up. 2 players about to make their presence known.
Xertion ready to go around the corner. Here's Perfecto. First headshot's good. Xertion able to trade him out. Fame wrapped around the back. Here's the steps. Knows he's going to track his target in behind. No problem. Virtus.pro going to tie up the scoreline. 6 rounds on the T side is fantastic work from Virtus.pro. They are looking to eliminate Mouz from EWC. welcome you back to the final half here in the B stream of the Esports World Cup. It's Mouz versus Virtus.pro. It is a tight game, 6 apiece here on Overpass. A strong start for Mouz, but VP grind their way back to a tight game out of the T side. And with 6 rounds picked up on the offense, it feels like there's a world in which VP now close this out and knock Mouz out of the competition, Henry.
Oh yeah, totally. Great performance from them, considering the rough start as well. They were down 0-4, and they kind of clawed their way back into it. Some great T-side prowess, and it's going to be an important pistol, as it always is. Everything on the line here for all the marbles. Loser goes home at the end of this half. And it's aggressive from Perfecto. This is a ton of information. Allows them to rotate out. Look at this. But there's always the connector, I suppose. They are taking a massive gamble here. Completely vacating the B bomb site. A lot of trust in Perfecto's flank. Does he keep going? Yes, he certainly does. This could be massive. He's going to check the connector just to confirm things. No one's home, so they've got 4 players ready and waiting.
All right, you've got a flank and 4 players on the site where Mouz are about to attack into.
So now he can guarantee there's no retreat.
Yeah, so this is perfect. This is exactly what you want if you're VP. Now you've just got to deliver the headshots. Flick, ready to go. Gun slings his way straight through the attack, and it is a shutdown in favor of Virtus.pro. Torsey giving us a bit of a show, and eventually pushed by Fame. 7 rounds on the CT side now for VP.
Now, Perfecto didn't get any kills there, but he's still the MVP of the round. That's so much information garnered, and it's guaranteed they can't fall back. The fact he goes all the way through T-spawn, a greedier player might have gone towards the fountain and tried to get a couple of kills in the back, but he shuts down the rotations and makes sure they can actually properly vacate the B-bomb site.
So you can keep 4 players on the A side, knowing that you don't have to be in limbo.
It's so well played from him. So yeah, 0 kills, but MVP for sure.
Right, no bomb plant for Mouz, which means no force buy. I've got to take the full eco here. 8 rounds for Virtus.pro just around the corner. We'll give you an update on the A stream as well. If you don't want to hear some spoilers, you have a couple of seconds before I read it out. But currently, it was Falcons G2 a little bit earlier on. That ended up being a 2-0 victory for Falcons. They won 13-9 and 13-7.
Pretty convincing.
Very convincing in the end there for Falcons. Their game over on the A stream is about to be...
I think Nico top fragged as well.
He did.
Which has been a while since we said that.
Had to spank G2 and his cousin a little bit.
Yeah.
The Mongols 3D Max is going to be a match that is going on as well a little bit later on today. And Tyloo versus Vitality.
That'll be a fun game. Like, Vitality aren't in the best form right now.
No.
Tyloo, if they can turn up and have all 5 players firing off, especially Jam Young, and that could be a barn burner. So full eco here, though. This round should be a foregone conclusion. Just depends how expensive it's going to be for VP. They will ideally want to keep 5 players alive here. Got the helmets. You got the defensive setup. Should be no problem. An interesting boost, though. Be a hell of a shot with the Deagle at this range.
No, just acting as cover to allow Brolin to move forward. As soon as Brolin goes into the open, though, Fame has already cut him out of the server. And for Virtus.pro right now, it's all about limiting the casualties. You don't want to lose any members if possible. Get the money swelling on the CT side. Give yourself the best possible opportunity, because they didn't get a great start in the first half, Henry. They had to grind their way back into the half. What a luxury it would be to get off to a good lead.
Well, there it is. Very clean rounds.
Yeah, not even close to a bomb plant.
So that's the bonus situation confirmed. They will have some lesser weapons. If they want to hold on to the scout, that's yet to be seen. I assume they will. There is the school of thought to suggest that you throw the scouts away, bring out the AWP early, just to make sure you guarantee the next gun round, at least give yourself a better chance in it, but I doubt that happens. I see to close things out there. And we get ourselves a VP lead.
5 AKs.
The scouts and the FAMAS.
5 AKs out for Mouz. Didn't have enough money due to the lack of bomb plants to get towards you on the AWP early, so just going to play rifles. A little bit more. Oh, question from Fame, and he won't get away. Exertion hunts him down. Okay, Exertion,
Hello.
That is what we're talking about. Great stuff, making his way through middle. Electronic pushes around the long corner, at least gets one of those kills back, but Exertion's work has been felt.
Still able to recover this one, but it's going to take something astonishing with the scouts and the FAMAS electronic low as well. Trying to go for the surprise play, and it's working out. It's not even that much of a surprise. Xerxen was ready for that. But he goes down in the end, low HP. Told you will find him 3 versus 2. Perfecto managed to win them the pistol. Can he go a step beyond, though? Apparently he can. Finds a player towards the monster tunnel, ties things up a 2-on-2. Icy desperately wants to upgrade to a rifle. There's plenty of them littered around the map. He vacates B, though, hoping that that kill alone would be enough to dissuade them from the bomb site. Wants to team up with Icy. And unfortunately, might be the wrong call. Back he goes, though. They know it's a defensive hold now. The bomb can be planted. Advantage Mouse. Kits on Icy as well. They have got a smoke. And a nice HE grenade towards Torji. Softens him up.
Down into the post plant. Yimpat and Torzi doubling up in Monster. Here come Perfecto and Icy. They've got a smoke and a kit available on Icy. Can put pressure on that defuse right away. Perfecto is the bodyguard. There goes the smoke. Here comes the peak. Icy on the stick, holding it, but stopped by Yimpat. Mouz needed that round, and they finish off the hard work that Exertion started.
Well, there we go. Like we said, the bonus round there, the Scout and the Famous are in play. The gun rounds really begin right here, right now. Nice work from Mouz, though. Excellent work from Exertion, managing to crack things open in style. Electronic did well to try and pull it back, gets himself a couple. Came down to the 2-on-2, but out of position. VP unable to retake that one. Torji working at Jimmy, manages to pull the round off in a convincing manner. So there's the AWP for Icy. Rifles are out. We're neck and neck. It's exactly what we wanted to see, Dinko. Icy, it's more like it. No flashbang over the top, and Fame is going to try his luck here.
Yeah, he is, and that's the bomb as well. He's picked up Brolin. Brought the bomb down. Now Mouz are going to be communicating rapidly that they fall into 3 players. The bomb's down. It doesn't seem likely that there's going to be a recovery here for the international squad. It's going to take some massive efforts, and unfortunately for Torzi, Icy's ready to take him down. So Yimpat and Spinks, it's on them to pull off the 2v4 and recover the bomb. That'll be Spinks' job. He'll go and get it. Here comes Fame. Out of the bathrooms, into the peak. Spinks gonna win it on the rock. All right, well, we give them some time. We give them a 2v3, and both players have maintained their health, Henry. With possession of the bomb, this round's back on.
Certainly. 35 seconds, back towards T-Spawn we go. We've got a smoke for Heaven, a single flashbang. It's gonna have to be pitch perfect, though. Every bullet will need to connect. Can't afford to take a casualty. Jimmy and Spinks, probably the 2 best clutches. We'll see whether they can actually step up here.
They've got utility, they've got a smoke. Going to deploy that into the middle of the bomb site. Use that as the cover to get the bomb safely down into the site. Perfecto unable to deny it, but Spinks, he's just fake tapping, trying to draw out anybody from short.
Oh, wow.
But another kill has gone the way of Mouz, and suddenly from a 4v2 favoring VP, it is now a 2v2. Electronic and Icy getting ever closer to the remaining forces of Yimpat and Spinks. And remember, they haven't even lost their health. They're still standing full power in the site. And the time is starting to tick. VP need a kill right now, and it just won't happen.
Well, he said it had to be perfect.
Snapping.
The fact that they go for that fake plant on top of the smoke is a thing of beauty. Baited them out of Heaven, got themselves into the 2-on-2, and then nothing could be done. It's a massive round for Mouz to pull off there, and it all started, these opening picks, in a 5 versus 3 situation. But slowly but surely, Yimpat started tearing them limb from limb. This was the duo working with Spinks. The fake plant baited up Perfecto, and the wheels fell off.
Dude, that has to be such a frustrating round for a VP to lose. Those are the kind of rounds that can destroy your mental if you don't recover it in the next. Timeout taken here. First timeout used for VP. Money's gone. It's in the bin. It's not even like you can bounce back with a buy immediately here. You have to sit there. You have to stew in the fact that you've just lost a 4v2 situation that has cost you your money and has cost you the lead, because Mouz about to go 9-8 up. This is the second best performing team of the first season. And Virtus.pro had a chance to knock them out on day 1 of EWC, or their opening match at least. It's day 2 here, but first go that Mouz have had in the server, and VP were close to getting in a position to knock them out. It's still a possibility, but it just became a whole lot more difficult due to that 4v2 loss.
Folico An absolutely massive round coming in from Mouz there. Neck and neck. We said it would have to be an impressive T-side performance. And Mouz are pulling out all the stops. With the odds stacked against them, they managed to make the clutch work. The B bomb side collapses for VP. There's a couple of flashes here, no Kevlar, no real upgraded pistols, a few PT-50, sure. And they'll stack the B bomb side. 5 players there.
That's the best case scenario for VP is if Mouz walk right into them, but that doesn't look too likely right now, as they are all occupying the bathrooms and slowly but surely making their way to the empty A bomb site. So 9-8 is going to be the score on the door.
Oh yes, indeed. It's going to be a photo finish here on Overpass.
That 4v2 might become a nightmare for Virtus.pro that they relive over and over again. So taking a moment to maximize the time on the server here and just try and lull that one over, you know?
Well, Spinks is ready for this sort of maneuver. Getting himself ready for a big spray down. The flashbang doesn't really affect him, but makes things a little bit more uncomfortable.
All right, get him up to 18 kills. There you go. Spinks with a 4K handles business. It's been lights out today in the second and third map of the series. A little bit of something for the Mouz fans to be happy about. All right, buy back for VP. First buy they've had since that devastating 4v2 round loss.
Yeah, courtesy of Spinks and Jimmy. They take the lead 9-8. Still a compromise buy. You can see they're missing key pieces of utility. Icy's glass cannon AWP as well.
Yep, and all his utility's gone already. He's just trying to block them from getting out quickly to the fountain. If VP lose this, money is broken again. It'll be 11 rounds for Mouz. This round is everything for VP's chances at EWC.
Let's have a look at the formation. It looks like VP are considering a push in towards that monster tunnel. A little bit of a good spam damage. It takes towards you down to 56. Definitely need to try and find some opening advantage here. They don't have the resources to fend off a full execution here. Zershin gets control. Bathrooms is under his remit. Icy needs to be so careful. A couple of bullets in his general direction. He's going down. Fame peels off the long angle. They try and bolster the A site here.
Oh, that's a good bit of damage as well. Exertion kept honest. Going to be held back, out of commission for the time being. As long as he stays alive, though, he will draw the gaze of Icy towards him, which allows distraction for his teammates to push up long and get ever closer to this A-bomb site. Spinks now arriving as well. Electronic rapidly calling. Violent calls coming out of his mouth. Exertion goes through the smoke. The A play ready. The rotation being rallied forward by the in-game leader. Fame turning back into the bomb site. Rolling doing what he can, but a no scope from Icy has put VP 4-2 up. Bomb plant coming in. Not going to be happening. It is all denied. And that is ferocious from VP.
Well, there we have it. Icy takes the risk with the glass cannon AWP. No Kevlar, and he makes it work. Up close and personal with the no-scope as well. Gets up a couple of frags in the round. It was slow and methodical from Mouz. Got good map control here, but the last second smoke towards the bathrooms. The flashes go over. Zershin has to brave it, and then perfectly positioned. Icy manages to make it work. A difficult buy leads to a very successful round. VP back in the driving seat here. As we tie things up, we go 9-9. Mac temper Jimmy. Only one player without a helmet. That's going to be electronic. And this is what we wanted to see here. Third and final map, elimination on the line. Coming down to the wire. Huge round coming in here. Look, both teams pretty much fully invested. Massive grenade. Jimmy eats it, down to 57. Still continues his work through the connector. Middle seems to be objective here for Mouz. 4 players here. It's going to be Spinks watching the extremities. Flash over, smoke towards the mouth of the A bomb site. Takes the vision away, as you can see from Icy. Makes things uncomfortable. Has to pop it open. Sees a shadow. Wow, great stuff. Fame popping it open again. Finds Zershan. Huge advantage here, Dinko. They've now confirmed A is clear. A nice smoke down towards Monster. Perfecto willing to play in front of it. Doesn't want to get flashed. Do they go for the contact play? No, they don't. The flash comes through, and here comes commitment.
Yeah, Perfecto unleashes the magazine, trying to slow them down, but they come around the corner. It's going to be space to take Perfecto out. Spinks to follow up. Second headshot, breaking apart the defenses. Yimpat's right there with him. Once again, it's that wombo combo between Yimpat and Spinks that breaks apart Virtus.pro's defenses and forces them into the safe call. It is 10 rounds first for Mouz. Double figures reached.
Well, there we have it. It all comes down to that one flashbang. Perfecto was in two minds. Maybe if he held that aggressive position, he would have been ready for it. He peels off it, catches a flashbang in the face, gets no kills, nothing really found. Fame, the only player to frag, and he's the one saving. 4 versus 2, and the money is very weak, as mentioned. So they need to save this orb, and it looks like they will. Very difficult to go on the hunt for these weapons on a map like Overpass. Definitely the biggest map we have in the pool. Latest addition to CS2. And there we have it. Mouz are back in the lead. Convincing round of 4 players surviving as well. Felt like they were done for with that smoke down towards Monster, but a perfect flash. This was lovely from Fame. The only kill they get in the round. The second pop of the smoke, but that flashbang. Perfecto and Electronic taken down with no problem. They'll take the timeout. It's a difficult one. They can definitely still buy. They can both drop M4s, Fame and Icy. But it means they'll be very limited in util. All comes down to these next couple of rounds. 2 away from elimination points are Mouz. They'll have the advantage here. What's the call got to be from Brolan? Young in-game leader. They can pull this round off. They'll be so close to victory. Didn't look their usual selves on the first map of Inferno, got blown out the water 13-6. The team didn't even arrive at the tournament until the second map. Here we go. Oh, it's so comfortable now. I don't think there's anyone connected. Oh, there is. Jimmy's waiting for him. Oh, he just about gets away. Icy down to 38 points of health. Lucky to be alive, Dinko. And towards middle we go once again. Applying that pressure. Keeping players over towards B, and Spinks is going for the lurk. Good flashbang. Dissuades him. Zershan taking some territory towards long. Not wasting any time here. Wants to get close. His teammates making their way through the bathrooms as well. It will be an A finish here. Spinks will peel off. Electronic gets himself on the bench. Difficult position with just the Famous. It's a heads-up maneuver. A common pre-fire. Can Fame take the aggro for him?
Yeah, great shot from Brolin. Electronic sees the shadow. He knows he's got a fight coming his way in just a second here, but he needs to deliver, and he certainly will. Goes back again, and just 1 kill from Electronic. And so it's Flip in the back of the dice box that needs to be lucky twice. He's just taken himself the first, and he watches them retreat. Maybe the flash had just caught him before he got the info, but Yimpat, regardless, charging down connector with Torzy, and they've made the rotation to try and get there in time, and they've got the big old green scope looking down into the bomb site, but a missed shot from Icy. Perfecto stops him in their tracks,
there it is.
And Icy won't miss twice. That's the bomb down, that's their chances gone, and that's the score line tied up yet again.
Definitely is. Well, there it is. Electronic did enough. So surprised they don't face check that. That tight angle, so common. They allow him to get 1.5. But we're all tied up once more. Huge output there from Icy. This is the moment. Brolan gives him a freebie. Push back in towards B. Icy hits a magnificent shot from the heavens. And now you can feel the pressure mounting on either side of the server. None of these rounds are clean. None of these rounds are comfortable. They're coming down to the minutiae. Both teams feeling flustered, knowing this could slip away with one mistake. Final tactical timeout for Mouz. Going out in the first round to VP would be a devastating result here at EWC for them, considering the form they've shown this season, constantly making grand finals, deep playoff runs. And the one time their tormentors aren't here, Dinko, Spirit to be knocked out. This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one. And to lose in the opening game to Virtus.pro would be a devastating start to the competition here for Mouz and end. Flit boosted, flashed it away, and so Spinks has got the space. Second flash allows him deeper. And now he's got eyes on the boost. Flit can no longer stay committed to it. Mouz knocking at the B-bomb side's door, and there's 3 players positioned here currently for Virtus.pro.
It's that torchy flash that completely destroyed Perfecto before. Needs to be very careful. There's the same flash. Dodges it this time. Call his nades out though. Takes a lot of damage, but still alive for now.
There's the big swing into the fight. Spinks and Brolin coming out on top of it. It's now 3 players left for VP, and those big Mouz openers are so important because there's still a minute left. And this round is everything to Mouz. If they lose this, their money's gone. And so they fight on.
They reset the round. They vacate the B-bomb site, leaving Spinks on the lurk. Electronic knows he needs some intel here. It could be a ruse. They could be making their way back towards B, and indeed they are. They've got a couple of smokes and a flashbangs and a 5-on-3 advantage. All signs point to a Mouz victory here. Spinks reads the play. The push from short is shut down. At this point, you're considering a save, but Fame, he feels like he can do this.
Oh, Fame holding on, strong position, but just the dink, but it's the collateral for Icy, dropping down into the water right above his head, though the target was too much. And 11 rounds for Mouz as they stay alive, they keep their money strong. And Virtus.pro thought there was a little bit of magic left in Icy, but not enough to freeze out Mouz.
The collateral. It felt like there was something there. Great round, though, from Mouz. Great shots from Spinks especially. Lovely lurk plays. Fame kept the dream alive in the double kill. He felt like there might be a chance, but didn't have the HP to work with. And it's an eco. Famous and USPs for elimination points. Oh, they've denied the monster smoke as well. That's cool.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about, the new tech in CS2. Like, that's how the game's going to
changes
evolve.
Overpass a bit.
Yeah, so that's when I mentioned like we're still playing kind of old school Overpass. These are the kind of tricks and sort of ideas that are going to develop.
Oh, should be an easy 12th round here for Mouz. Can't be going down here, guys. Cannot be going down to the pistols. Flit and Spinks at least getting 1 for 1.
It's getting dicey.
It is getting a little worrying right now, isn't it? The impact turns away. Just
Hold
get
it together, boys.
Just in time. Perfecto. Is there something special in the Deagle? The answer to that question is no.
Okay, crisis averted, at least for now.
Yeah, there's no way that Mass does anything here. So it's cleaned up by Spinks, who's now 25 kills in regulation, 25 in 12. And Mouz on the brink of eliminating Virtus.pro. It's got to be overtime if VP want to stay in this one. And this is what they have to fight with, Henry. You've got a Finesse, a 5-7, 3-4s, sparse in utility across multiple players. It is less than ideal for Virtus.pro in round 23.
It all comes down to this, Dinko. It's been a hard-fought battle, a long, arduous best of 3. Started off with the victory on Inferno, and no one saw it coming.
He actually hit Icy on the wall bang
What's
through the divider.
Oh, right, 24 HP.
He just hit him on the drop back. He didn't even see him, straight through the divider. It gets even worse here for VP.
Is there anything left? They've done well to get it to a 3rd map, but it's their home turf. It's where they're known to do their best work.
Yeah, but they are going up against one of the best teams in the world right now, bringing them to the brink of defeat and elimination. Mouz could have joined the pile with Team Spirit and Na'Vi. It looks like they've been able to hold on. This round's still up for grabs. Mouz taking a leaf out of the book here of Virtus.pro, keeping it slow as we had under a minute left. Bomb has just been picked up. Brolin starts to move forward. There are 3 players currently on the A-bomb site right now for Virtus.pro. Perfecto. Okay, buddy. Not the play that's going to work out. Spinks catches him.
Someone had to make a play.
And that was Perfecto with the B-bomb site, and that's going to adjust the defenses. That's going to pull someone away from this A site, weaken the attack.
But now they've got 28 seconds. The final call to go towards B. Spinks called it.
Flit just went into the barrels. Can Flit step up? He needs to be the hero. He needs to be the absolute hero here. And Spinks, is he going to clear him? Is he going to check him? He doesn't. He walks right by. Back turn. There's the headshot. Flit pops up, but it's immediately traded out by Impact. AWP into the open, but it's a missed shot. And somehow, someway, 6 seconds left. You've got to plant right now. And just enough time to secure it. The Impact gets it down. Once again, involved in a 2v2. This time, exertion is required, and he's been quiet all game long, but it doesn't matter if he can deliver the crucial blow. 2 players step up for Virtus.pro. 1 goes down, and it's all on fame. 1v2 left in the pit of despair. Virtus.pro about to be eliminated in Riyadh. Exertion and the Impact have disappeared. They've completely disappeared, and Virtus.pro have been knocked out. Mouz survived for another day. They'll head into the quarterfinals, but they were pushed to the absolute brink by VP today.
We said it'd be the photo finish, Dinko, and there it is. The overlooked barrel position could have been the difference maker there. Spinks, he did so well to find that opening pick.